Welcome to Roms Over Baghdad. I'm your host, Albie. Joining me today on the
Hi. Yeah, it's under this jersey, and I cannot be bothered to pull this jersey and most likely show my fat ass belly as well at the same time. Cat, 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 cat.
Yeah.
Nah, they're red with the
He's
Bengals.
biting the microphone. It's gonna be real good later.
That's good.
Yeah, he's very excited. I'll probably watch the Puppy Bowl, the kitty halftime show. Like I've
When
done.
is that on? Because sometimes they just put that at funky times. Like, it might
Um,
be on right now.
it's probably. I think it usually starts around like 1 p.m. my time, like in the afternoon.
Right.
So I don't know. Yeah, I'll watch it. They've been doing that for like more than 10 years now. I got like
Yeah.
I got a little
Some.
phone clip of like my cat watching it from 10 years ago or whatever. It's like, remember this when you
Nah,
recorded this for some stupid reason?
not to be like a big bummer, but probably half of that original Puppy Bowl cast is no longer with us.
Well, that cat is still alive. The
Yeah,
cat
good
that was
cat. Yeah,
watching
good.
it is like still here. He's not doing great,
Just saying.
but
Like 90%.
he's still here as of now. We were like last
Oh,
night.
wait,
It was
what?
kind of. I'm sorry to be a bummer.
No, I
I was like I got up at 4 in the morning and I was like, oh, he's still doing okay right now. He's the diabetic cat. He's I don't know whatever. He's very old now. He's like 20. So
Started in two, started in 2005.
okay.
Jesus, so that's like
Wow.
18 years, I shall say.
Damn.
Um,
I just have to be like a bummer every single time I come on
apparently
here.
this year 122 dogs from 67 shelters are participating in the Puppy Bowl.
Wow.
I don't
And
know
they
how
all
they
get
do that.
adopted, so it's cool. Yes, they do.
I
Like,
mean, 122 in America, that seems easy enough.
I think they show them getting adopted at the end a lot of the time.
2 p.m. Eastern. Is that? No,
Okay.
that's not
Yeah,
right now.
so 1 o'clock. Wow. I have
Nice.
the Puppy Bowl air dates
You
memorized,
guys shut up so
apparently.
Donnie get introduced me as I'm
Sorry.
talking to my bit now.
Okay.
Do your bit.
Oh, are you talking? Hello. Are you missing me? Hello? Sorry, I'm gaming over here.
Great.
On your Super Nintendo. Playing Donkey Kong Country. What are you playing? Mario
Like Clay
Picross?
Fighter.
Clay Fighter? God. Clay Fighter. Clay Fighter.
Was that not a mini SNES controller?
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think it's a mini
Yeah.
one, is it? Oh, it's
I mean,
mini.
it's
I
not
thought it was.
mini,
I
but
thought it was not part of that mini SNES thing you could buy.
That looks like a
yes.
real one.
Yeah, no,
I
no. I
mean,
mean,
Oh.
remember that console that you could? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
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 okay.
yeah, 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 yeah. Where the
It's just not
controllers
that
were
old.
like bigger than the box they gave you.
it is. I bought an
So,
adapter for it, so I can use it for my PC. So I
oh,
can
that's a good idea.
use it for emulation. I mean, what?
Oh, wait, I already have a good Saturn USB controller, so I don't need it. You're not gonna pay extra on the Nintendo Switch Online for the expansion pass so you can play GBA games again? Me neither. I have Steam
Yeah.
Deck.
What? It was a good showcase of games. It's
It's
not a
like-
good reason to get the service.
So I think
Yeah.
what you need to accept is because what I've accepted the past year of Nintendo Directs or whatever is they're gonna be great for the JRPG fans. They're always they like top to bottom bangers. Like
The Switch
there
is
was
the
some
new
really good
Vita.
stuff. Yeah. Like there was some really good stuff that announced it. And to be fair, the two future detective games which were funny, but like both
All
of
the
them.
level 5 stuff, yeah.
They
I
both
guess.
actually looked okay. I'm interested in them, especially with the fantasy critic thing. But yeah, otherwise, like, yeah, that's what you got to accept now with the Switch, especially because it just cannot run good games anymore. As we saw with even fucking the new Pokemon, it could barely run it well.
Well, the new Pokemon is.
And the game that did run well, Fire Emblem Engage, is a JRPG. So
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
Did
Exactly.
you know that was made in Unity? The
I did.
newest Fire Emblem game? Yeah.
It's a Unity
But-
game.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised since it runs pretty well.
Mm-hmm. I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Oh. And then
I
they
mean,
come to
it's-
PC later. Yeah.
It's. I mean, all these games that came out on the Wii U are finally successful now. Like that Mario Kart. Oh my god, it's made so much money.
And now they're adding shitty courses to it, and people are buying them up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, people bought that like pass early on, and then I think most people have just forgotten about it, like me.
Hey, you know what?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be paying $100 for Final Fantasy music pretty soon. So
Oh
there you
yeah,
go.
that theatre
Oh.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Theatre them. I
Yeah.
forgot to put that. Let me write that down.
When does it come out?
Okay.
The 16th.
Oh.
So this week.
Wow.
And yeah, it's $100 to get the version with all of the DLC basically as it comes out. So I'm gonna do that. Fuck it. I
Got
played
Thousand.
the shit
Sorry.
out of that demo. It is so good. Okay, there you go.
Caller,
That's
go
my
ahead.
Final Fantasy Theatrhythm coverage for you.
You failed to pick up Oxenfree on Fantasy Critic.
Okay, that's fair.
Tuna outbid you for $10.
Okay, that's fair.
I forgot to change my bid for AEW Fight Forever, so I got it for $10. Whoopsies.
Hey, quick question. I know it's a
Yeah.
little late in the game. You guys want to do a fantasy critic for us four?
Yes, yes,
Sure.
I
Sure.
would. I would.
All right.
I want
I
to do
can't
it.
fucking choose Hoggers again, though.
I mean, I will not
Hoggers?
counterpick
I
Hoggers
love calling
again.
it Hoggers.
Is that a game?
Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh,
I love calling
okay.
it
Oh.
Hoggers.
Bleh.
Hogger.
I thought that was so funny that they
That's
started doing
fitting.
it. I thought it was so funny they were doing it during the Eagles game. I was like, fuck that, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll
Good.
be.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, you can blame that for why you what was it, counterpicked Hogwarts Legacy.
Listen, I counterpicked the shit out of that, and it's very good. Listen, it didn't look good in previews. I was like,
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
not
it's gonna
wrong.
get like a little. It's gonna. I was thinking like maybe like it was gonna be either a couple points off in one direction or the other, and I was like, okay, we're gonna be. I mean, that's all you can ask for.
You're not wrong. Like the previews and stuff, like people were saying the world was dead.
Oh,
The
the
fighting
Harry
was
Potter game?
garbage. Yeah.
I haven't really seen any of it except for like VTuber clips of them getting in Slytherin or whatever. Like that's all that I've seen. So.
I haven't seen anything either.
I mean, I'm
Me
glad.
either.
Because I want to play it.
That's true.
I
yeah.
kind of want to play it, but I'm not going to pay money for it.
So
So
why
I'm
don't you, like-
waiting for Denuvo cracks and shit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's.
You could just buy it off like
Eh,
Gameavo or CD Keys or something.
Yeah.
where J.K. Rowling's definitely not getting that money. Someone's getting
Yeah,
that money.
But the
I
Russian
refuse
mob
to give any
is,
money though.
you
I'm
know.
about to spend $100 on Final
Right, yeah,
Fantasy
yeah,
and
yeah.
Chrono Trigger music. So
Why $100? Is there a like
that's
digital
like
DL
the
deluxe?
yeah. That's well, no, the digital deluxe version that does have
Mhm.
exclusive tracks is $80, but
Oh,
there's another tier that I don't remember the name of. It has some fancier name, and that one's $99.99, and you get all of the DLC. The digital deluxe, I think you also get like the first DLC pack or something, like the first course, but with $100 one, you get it
of
all.
course.
And I actually looked up an article, and I was like calculating all of the DLC prices because different, like the Xenogears track is only $2.50 for some reason, but like all of the Chrono Trigger ones are $4.50.
Oh, there you
So
go.
I like actually went through and calculated. I was like, do I really need to spend the $100? And I figured out, yes, if I do want to buy at least for all of the announced DLC and prices, it would be $103. So I was like, well, fuck it. They still have 2 tracks that aren't announced yet. So
Well, so the $100 will get you every DLC
yes,
ever.
every DLC that they put out for that game. So
Ah. Saga series, Live Alive,
see, like I wouldn't buy the
Mm.
Saga game music because I don't care. Live
Tui,
Alive, I would, but
Nier, Mana series,
yeah, Nier music is good.
Octopath Traveler,
Yeah.
and more.
And Octopath Traveler 2 is coming out real soon too, but I'm not buying it on the Switch
So this will
because
come
that
with
came out
all
on
3.
PC.
They say there's 3 season passes. This will come with all 3 of them.
Mhm.
Cool, that's good.
Yeah. So I'm going to be spending money on that, and you're going to be hearing about that. And actually,
Fuck.
before they announced like the Switch version, I had actually started playing the previous 3DS one again because I don't know, I'm weird.
So
I'd like to just list this out. Standard edition contains 385 sounds from across the Final Fantasy series. I don't know why they say
Sound
sounds.
effects, I guess?
sounds.
I don't know.
No, I think songs, but sounds.
Oh, okay.
Transition
Digital
thing.
Deluxe contains 27 additional tracks and Season Pass 1. Your premium guy gets Season 2 and 3 included.
Yeah.
Apparently 502 total songs. with
Yeah,
everything.
see? So I was like,
It's kinda worth it.
well, $100, I guess. I should. What really sucks though is there's no way to like get the physical version and like
Yeah,
fancy
yeah.
fancy. Like
That's a shame.
if you get the physical version, there's not like
Right.
an upgrade path or
Yeah.
whatever like there usually is on the PlayStation. So
You just have to buy those season passes, and as
I
Maria
just
was
have to
saying,
buy the
more money.
$100 no
Yeah.
physical one, but whatever.
Okay.
They got
Question
me.
for you.
Go
Do we
ahead.
want
Or I
to?
guess I could have bought it on PS4, but I played the demo on Switch.
Yeah, that's actually
and the demo
you answered
progress
that question.
carries over. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
I like how this is a console game now because there's no more handhelds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Technically,
No.
yes.
Yeah, the button control is much different. I guess I'll talk about it like next time when I
Okay.
actually play the game. But
Yeah.
yeah, it plays a lot differently, but I don't mind it.
I mean, honestly, I do wonder if we reached a point to speak on the like handheld thing. If we'll see other consoles kind of do the Switch thing where you have a dockable system or something like that.
Well, they brought out like a Switch Lite that doesn't dock at all. Now I'm kind of
get it.
Yeah.
wondering if they ever, I don't think they will, but imagine if they put out like a Vita TV, like Switch, and it only plugged into the TV. I don't think they would. That doesn't sound like a Nintendo thing to do, but
I don't know. I feel like handhelds occupied a really key space, and people really like those. Like, I was going to college.
and it's a
seeing-
Nintendo thing. Like the Game Boy was, and the Game and Watch. Like they
Yep.
started off with a lot of toy type stuff. So
Like, I would see people bring like Game Boys and Vitas to like class in college. Like, it was not like a unusual thing to see somebody bring a game console in. Like, I don't know. Just feels like there's a missed
don't know.
opportunity there. But like mobile
I
phones are so much that now too. So I don't
I would bring game consoles with me everywhere, and I felt like a freak all the time. Like I'm the only person. I'm like at Astroworld playing my GBASP, playing Harmony of Dissonance in line for a roller coaster.
I guess mobile phones are that now, so everybody just uses their phone
everybody.
for stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess it doesn't really make that much sense, but still.
That's why the normie games are on the phones.
The normies.
Yeah.
Gotta love the normies.
No.
Like Yoko Taro, the normiest normie.
No. You have two contrasts. You have the normie games, and then the games for sickos that they won't allow anywhere else.
The sicko game. And we love it.
Sorry. I'm so tired and sick.
Do you want to transition to anyone got drinks? You want to do a little drink time? And then I can also ask during drink time how we want to set up this fantasy video game league for the podcast. Do we want secret betting where everybody bids in secret?
I want the least complicated
we're gonna
kind of drafting. How's that?
Okay. No trades. All right. No
Just
trading.
The easiest peasiest stupid shit so we can knock it out real quick because I don't want to.
Just
I
no
feel bad
bets
making
anyway.
you guys.
Just make dual 12, and then we just we're stuck with them.
No, we'll do a public betting thing. You can drops too. We'll make some drops.
Don't ask me. I don't know.
That's fine. I'll work on this while we do this. But let's do drink time.
Yes.
As soon as I figure out where drink time is on my, there it is.
How cool is yours, DJ?
Do you want the drink or the other thing?
Oh.
Let me do. I'll just do mine first.
Go ahead. Go ahead, King.
I have blood orange cider. I found some. I feel like it was Magna's is the one that I liked, but fucking Thatcher's, Magna's, Strongbow, it's all the same fucking company. I found a blood orange one, so here we go.
I'll ask you about what it has in a minute.
Blood orange.
That's good.
I just want to be political
That's really
right
good.
away because of the name.
Why? What? Thatcher's? Oh, my Maggie Thatcher's. Maggie Thatcher's.
Maggie Thatcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big lover of blood oranges. Which is, big lover of blood, if I'm right. Am I right? All right.
Yeah. No, this is good.
I'm sure she loves drinking blood.
Yep.
With Satan.
Yeah. Thatcher.
This isn't the same as what I had like fucking a decade ago or whatever that they stopped doing. But this is like more orangey, but it doesn't have that like ultra harsh taste that you usually get with like flavored cider sometimes, especially cheap flavored cider. It actually tastes like orange fizz. With a hint of like apple in there. This is very good.
That sounds good, yeah.
Oh, there's apple in there?
It's very good.
Okay.
I mean,
That's what I was wondering.
It's a cider.
Well, yeah, but you can make cider out of anything, right?
Yeah, but any cider has a base of apple.
I guess. So,
I guess pear cider. Yeah, you do have pear.
You could have pear cider where you make it straight from pears, right?
If it's not pear cider, more often than not, it'll be apple cider with flavoring involved. So even though it says like fucking watermelon and peach or something, it'll be apple cider with as a base.
Because like really, at the end of the day, like wine and cider are like the same process, you know?
Yeah. So. You're gonna mash that stuff and then let it ferment and stuff. Yeah. No, this is good. I like this.
Why is everybody laughing?
More.
What's so funny?
This clip. Sorry. I'm old.
Okay, I can't look at Discord while the stream is going, so
Yeah.
I'm sometimes lost in
Thatcher's Britain. I don't know. Sorry. That's the only context that I've heard about Thatcher sucking is just old episodes of The Young Ones because I'm weird.
Okay. I hope that joke about that Margaret Thatcher hits for our British listeners out there and is great. I'm very proud of it.
Nobody's listening.
Gotta expand our definition. Okay, nobody's listening. That's fair. Fuck me, man. We're gonna fuck with.
Oh, I didn't mean that in that way. I'm sorry.
Okay. How good of a closer for drink time is your drink? Because I have a kind of crappy reference one. Pop. What do you think?
Oh boy.
I don't.
Okay.
You're the host.
Okay. Well, I got.
What's Mary got?
I have
Mary got
plain coffee. and
Okay.
a fancy pants heated mug makes the coffee
Ooh.
hot for you.
Oh
Ember,
yeah,
yes.
those.
Oh,
Okay.
it's
Do they work
Oh.
well?
It's okay. It needs a better battery, really.
that's
You
fair.
have to charge it all the damn time, but it works.
Keeps it a little warm. That's good.
Yeah, but you can't microwave it or anything.
Right, yeah.
Well, see,
You
For battery.
Oh, that's a
fucking
mistake.
fry it.
That's a mistake
Explode
I'd
your
make.
microwave.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I
There
microwaved
were a
the
bunch
Umber
of
cup.
like warning signs saying,
Right.
"Never put this in the microwave."
That makes
It's
sense.
pretty funny.
Yeah, I've not owned a microwave since moving out, so it's like,
Wow.
but I still find it weird that people microwave their coffee. I think that's
Hell
weird.
yeah, I do.
You can, yeah.
It's
Once
good.
it gets cold.
Why? It's cold
It's
coffee's
warm.
fine.
It's fine.
Ugh.
Ugh.
What you want, you can microwaving tea is a thing because cold tea is very.
Cold
middle
tea is
at
fine.
best. No, it's not.
Iced tea.
Iced tea is
Good.
fine, but it's different.
Yeah, it's
That's
different.
Like the
Okay.
base of
Coffee,
it,
I
the
gotta
making
say.
and stuff's different.
I guess.
Cold coffee is like tolerable. Cold tea is.
I
That's
guess.
true. All right,
What
my
we
drink.
do with our tea coffee scraps, because we never finish the pot, is we just bottle it up and put it in the fridge, and we have cold coffee for whenever we need it.
I do that too because sometimes we'll make like
Waste.
2 pots or
Mhm.
whatever. And I'm like, well, it's after 5. If I drink any more, I'm definitely not going to sleep. So
Go ahead, Albie. Stop teasing it. Whoa!
Oh boy.
What is
Ah!
Gen Z
Glad you
drinkers.
didn't end
Wow.
with that.
There you go. Reference to our last podcast where Pop Roth is on, and then I
can't
immediately
wait
went to the
see
grocery store
Starry's
after that.
debut tonight.
Can you announce what it is for our audio listeners?
Starry is the replacement for
Sierra
boy,
Mist.
Sierra
Mist.
Mist.
Yeah.
It will be debuting on the Super Bowl tonight in
Right.
Phoenix, Arizona.
The thing I forgot to mention last time was when I got it, they had a website on the bottle, and I went to the website. It just said in development.
Great.
So
They didn't just like change the Sierra
wasn't
Mist
even up.
logos. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's chug it. And by chugging, I mean have like one sip of it, then put it down because
You want a straw, Peter? You got a straw?
it's fine.
yeah,
Does
Yeah.
it taste any different from like Sprite or Sierra Mist in any
No.
way?
Nope.
Because
Yeah.
all of the no,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All of the like promo stuff talk about it having a bite and like it being
Right,
related to
different.
Mountain Dew or whatever. It doesn't. It just looks like plain ass Sprite to me.
I thought I had a little bit of a bite.
A little
Yeah, I
bit.
mean it has. I mean it's more than which one is it? Sprite or 7-Up? It probably has
7-Up.
a little bit more like lemon in
Mm.
there or whatever. Probably a little bit more citric
Now I
acid
wanna try
actually.
it.
Yeah,
Uh,
a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Like that number one ingredient is water, then it's citric acid, right? Where I think citric acid is like the 3rd or 4th on something like Sprite. Somebody could check that. for me.
As if we wouldn't know that. Big
Yeah.
7-Up drinkers over here. Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love a good lemon lime soda? I don't know. Of the lemon
drink
lime sodas,
Right,
I've had.
more often than I thought I would. Yeah.
Listen, I like a nice, yeah, like it's like the last time I said, like it could use another flavor in there. It could use some ginger, maybe some honey. Hit me with a little bit of.
That would
I don't
just
know.
be. I don't know. I'm just imagining like fake
May-
Pepsi honey in there. Bleh.
Maybe some strawberries and cream.
Oh, great. That's
Dr.
Oh.
Pepper
fuck.
strawberries and cream, the
Oh,
newest flavor
fuck.
from Dr. Pepper.
Wow.
Oh,
Hottest
fuck.
new,
Good.
the hottest new flavor that's apparently just released.
Wow. I do
And-
want to hear about this.
That's 0 sugar kind, so I got that in 12 packs. Took me
Now,
like
see,
4 stores.
Sorry is not exciting. This
Yeah.
is exciting.
Yeah.
Took me like 4
Oh,
stores to find
what,
it. So
what
yeah.
color is it? Do you have
Yeah.
a glass to pour in?
You kidding me?
Just pour it in your mouth and open it up.
I like the can color. The can
Yes, it's a
design.
good can.
Yeah, it looks like a soda.
The zero cola one has a good can design. The normal one is middling.
I like it. I like them both.
It smells nice.
So is this the same as the berries and cream that they had? It should be close. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
Berries and cream, berries and cream.
The sexy reveal is already racking up likes on their TikTok page. What?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Not bad. A little bit of cream flavor, not that much, but yeah. It's definitely there. It's pretty good.
Does the strawberry
have-
taste super fakey? Like, is
Right.
it candy strawberry, or are they trying to taste like real strawberries a little bit?
No, it's definitely very candy-esque.
Is there a bite?
No, there's
There's
like
a
no
bite.
bite. Hardly any bite. So that's probably a negative because like the best part about Dr. Pepper is the bite.
Yeah, that's weird.
So it's kind of weird that there's like no bite, but otherwise I like it. It's fine.
It sounds like a Dr. Pepper for children or something.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, I mean, at the end of the day, the thing I would say is like Dr. Pepper is so much like the reason it was made, right, was like one person wanted the flavor of a particular soda shop, like the scent of a particular soda shop. I forget what it was. Mr. Dr. Pepper. Actual Dr. Pepper.
I feel like I should know this because I grew up right next where it was invented or something.
Yeah, look it up. I think it's like he wanted to make it smell like the soda shop he went to as a kid. Which, yeah, Dr. Pepper kind of does that. It's good. But
Noticing that customers loved how the soda fountain inside the drugstore where he worked smelled sweet. Alderton decided to create a drink that imitated the soda fountain scent and flavor. Weird.
And he did. Shit, man, that thing probably
Mm.
does smell like tastes like a 1985 soda.
I
Also-
don't know what an old timey soda fountain place smells or like. Or
That's what it
anything, so I
is.
don't.
You do know it. It's
I guess I
called
do.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Weird.
Probably cigarette smoke.
Yeah, yeah. I bet original Dr. Pepper had a real like
Cigar.
ash stank. Yeah,
Yeah.
cigar stink.
It's cool.
You know,
though.
Pop Cans is gone.
He's
Some
fucking
trash
done
BO.
with this. He's like, oh god, it tastes like cigarettes. I gotta go.
It's fine now.
Cigarettes and cream.
Oh, he's got the
flavor.
He's
OG.
got the OG. Let's see. Okay, close your eyes and think of a 1920s
whiff.
soda fountain.
Cigarettes and cream. It's like somebody should make that an
Yep.
album name or something. It's
I
like the
I will
flavor
say-
of drinking a glass of milk and then smoking a cigarette.
Yep.
It'd be so nasty. Sorry. I'm just
Mary's
thinking
about to
about
gag. Making herself rich.
So gross.
It's so good. Can I
Okay.
just say, if your pitch to me as a soda maker was, hey, I want to make this soda that tastes like this old fucking soda fountain, that's a good pitch. I mean, that's a pretty cool idea. I won't lie.
Why?
As
Why
a
would
chemist, I like it. I dig it.
A chemist.
cigarette juice?
Spicy.
My final bit is I teased it last week
Okay.
when I was saying
He's
it.
got a bit.
I've got food. I
Oh,
have this
no.
Oh
pot
yeah,
noodle
that's right.
doner kebab,
Oh shit, he's got a pot.
as
noodle.
in it is doner kebab flavored.
Yummy.
What?
Does it have any meat in it, like bits?
Oh, probably like 1% meat or something. It's like your standard like pot noodle.
But no mystery meat,
What's the
like
one?
little bit flavor,
No,
like
I don't.
little
Well,
chunks.
the flavor probably is gonna have like doner kebab.
Yeah, the
flavor,
flavor.
but yeah. No easy way to like hold this open and eat. So I'm just gonna eat with the microphone muted. Give it a second.
Yeah, no. Well, now I want to look up and see if they have any other weird gimmick flavors as part of this, or if it was just doner kebab or whatever. Let's see.
Yeah. It's got that weird like spice to it, but it's like just the spice to it. There's no like
Mm.
meat flavor to it, and there's no like excess flavor to it. So like usually you would get like either mayo or garlic mayo or this like cream and cucumber sort of tzatziki sauce to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, think of like a hero gyro basically what a doner kebab is. But
Yeah.
doner kebabs are better. Yeah, and like they gave you like this hot sauce, which I'm definitely not putting on because fucking I don't need a bite to my food. This is disappointing. I'm sad. I'm still gonna
Oh.
eat it, but this is not that great tasting. It's pretty piss poor. And yeah, Pod Noodle does a lot of gimmick flavors, which I'm sure Mary has now found.
I'm looking at them. Here's like a list. I will post it in
A lot of
here.
Thank
Indian flavors.
Yes, that tends to be a thing.
Yeah, like I don't want to try the Merry Christmas dinner pot noodle. Like I don't want that. But
Come on.
Come on.
Noodles and turkey gravy and stuffing flavor. Come on. Sauces. Come on.
I'll try the katsu curry and like the piri piri chicken. And like they have all these new ones, Malaysian curry and stuff. Like those sound good. I would try them. But hearing that like this barely tasted like anything makes me worried about.
Oh yeah, they're okay. So the sticky rib is my usual go-to. The like chicken and mushrooms pretty good. I'm scared of the Bombay Bad Boy. It looks too hot.
That one sounds good though. I would try it.
Sure. What other flavors are there?
Yeah, this is
The
cool.
beef one is fine. Chinese chow mein is fine.
Are they pretty
original's
filling?
fine.
Do you feel like?
I mean, the king ones are. So there's king pot noodle as well, but they're fine.
They're more
It's
like
why
a
it's lunch.
snack. I don't know.
It's why it's lunch. Yeah.
That's
I mean, they're terrible for you. Like, there's a bunch of
Yeah.
garbage in here, but
Yeah.
yeah. You should only have one. You could easily have like two. You should only have one.
My daughter asks for them now. Like we got a bunch of healthy ones,
Right.
ones from Costco or whatever. And when she was sick, she would share it with her dad, and she'd ask for hot soup, like over and over and over again. She loves hot soup now, so she's gonna like anime
I
probably.
mean, I'm always looking for stuff to take to work. So this
Raising a demon
maybe I'll
child.
search these out. At least they have some flavors, you know.
Do they have an electric kettle there?
Yes, they do.
So I
We
think
do
pot
not
noodle,
have
by the
running
way,
water, but we
pretty
have.
sure pot. Fuck, you gotta take your own bottled water. I forgot. I think pot noodle's a UK only thing, so you'll have to just get a cup
That
noodle,
brand,
like the
yeah.
listen cup noodles or whatever. I'm sure there's
Yeah.
like a billion variants in America.
There
A
are.
billion.
By the way, apparently, the doner kebab flavor was put to a vote on what would come back. So apparently they did this doner kebab thing before, and it was between doner kebab and the peri peri flavor to decide which would make a return. For some reason, the doner kebab beat the peri peri flavor, so God knows how that must have tasted.
Okay. Also, you can click a link that I left in there to join the Fantasy Video Game League.
I did it.
Popcans is already in.
clicked it,
His
but I
publisher
don't-
name is Only Sad Waifus.
I have to sign up to this website and all this garbage, so I'll do that
That's fine.
after.
I did that in like
Sorry.
10 seconds. Okay.
No.
You don't get to register your email. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
My publisher is
I don't care.
Cow Arts. So, you know. Try to think of a reference from this video game podcast that we've done for many years and use it as your publisher name. Also, I gotta set
Okay.
the draft order. I might just auto it. I don't know.
Can I be first?
You may not be. And we'll
So,
do.
are we doing this during the show? What are we doing?
How about you be a host instead
Okay.
of working
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
fantasy podcast
Wow,
or
okay,
fantasy
okay, all right.
thing?
How about we talk about some video games then?
Okay. Okay.
Not
Okay.
at our. Let him eat his Donner kebab in the corner there.
I'm just trying to get through this
He's
as
like,
quick as I can.
I gotta get this down.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of, I gotta get this down. Let's talk about Hi-Fi Rush, folks. A
Okay.
banger.
It's good.
Damn good.
Shouldn't we? Okay.
Okay,
I
go ahead.
haven't been able to get into it yet. I don't know. I keep trying to play it, and I play a little bit. I'm like, eh.
It was announced during what? Xbox?
Xbox Game
Yes.
Dev.
Fest.
Yeah, Developer Fest, where they were showing off Redfall and the Forza Motorsport 7, so the one no one cares about, and
Minecraft
there was
RTS.
one other Minecraft
And
Legends.
Yeah.
Skyrim Online.
That
Yes,
Minecraft thing looks so much like Dragon Quest Builders,
Uh-huh.
like when
Oh yeah.
monsters attack you, and I'm like, oh, maybe I will be into this because of that. Okay, sorry. That's all I wanted to add.
No.
And then like a sneak shadow drop announcement. It was like, oh yeah, Tango Gameworks is part of like Microsoft shit. And
damn,
we
okay.
have just decided to make this game. Musai, a friend of ours in the Discord, Musai apparently has a friend who I guess works at Tango Gameworks or something, and he was saying when it was finally announced, his friend was like, I've been dying to tell you about this game for years
Oh,
now.
cool.
So apparently it actually was. It's not just like we spent a year on this or something, and like this is a side project thing. Apparently it's been years in development.
Yeah, they've
I
been
bet.
working on it since 2018. I actually watched an interview with the director, and I read a couple of other interviews because, yeah, like hearing about how this game came about was very interesting to me. Like, there were rumors before this show, like, oh, Shinji Mikami and Tango Gameworks, they have a new game that's going to be announced, and everybody was like, oh, a new horror game,
Yeah.
finally. And then this came out, and it was not a horror game, and that was super interesting to me. So
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
like, cool.
you know, when you think of him, you think of horror games, because he made a couple of good ones. That last one he made,
And the studio itself.
yeah, and the
Mhm.
studio itself is.
I know the last one wasn't specifically still kind of a spooky game.
Mhm.
Yes, yeah.
The game I don't know the name of.
What the hell is this? What is hell is this
Ghostwire
one?
Tokyo.
Yeah,
Well,
it's that
Tokyo.
one. There you go.
I want to play that eventually, but
I do too. And this game is interesting how even though it's technically a Microsoft game, like
Yes.
nowhere in like the opening logos does it show like a Microsoft logo. It's all Bethesda still.
yeah,
So-
it was published under Bethesda, and they were actually working on this before Microsoft like bought them
Yep.
technically. So that's probably why.
What's the game he's famous for? I'm gonna have this on my brain.
Resident
Shinji Mikami, yeah, Resident Evil.
No, but the other one though, he's made with Tango.
Evil Within.
Evil
Yeah,
Within.
Yeah.
the director of
Thank you.
this game actually directed The Evil Within 2 as well, and he's
Yeah,
an
okay.
American guy. He's
Uh-huh.
not Japanese, so I feel bad that I do not remember his name right
Listen,
now.
Evil
He
Within
spoke
1
pretty good
wasn't very
Japanese
good.
during that thing, you know.
Yes.
Yes, I think he worked with 8-4 for like a
Okay.
long time as well. too.
Oh, right. If you say his name, I probably would not, because yes, I do
Johannes.
remember. Yeah.
I'm terrible.
You'll find it. Give me a second to say that, hey, Evil Within 1 wasn't very good, but I played Evil Within 2 a little bit, and that game's fucking really
John
cool.
Johannes.
That game is
I'm
really cool.
terrible. You think I would remember his name, but no.
Eh.
But yeah, he directed The Evil Within 2 after working on The Evil Within 1, and he directed Hi-Fi Rush as well.
He's got some talent, because, boy, I like the 2 games that he directed, because they're pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush is like, it's what is it, kind of a beat 'em up, but then like at the same time it's like all
A character
rhythm
action
based.
game?
Yeah, it's a
Character
character
output,
action
yes.
game.
All
like
right,
Devil May
stylish
Cry.
action.
Yeah.
Stylish. Okay. but with like a rhythm game component.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
And it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was surprised how much I like this game. It's not particularly super long. I think it's 6-8 hours, something like that. But I dig it. It's pretty damn cool.
It's really only 6 to 8 hours. Wow, the amount
I
of
don't
time I
believe him.
played. Yeah, I don't believe him too. I feel like I played about 2 hours
Isn't
of
it?
that game, and I feel
Okay, it
like
could be 12. It could be
I
10.
am
I don't know.
at most
I'm looking
a
up how
third of the
long to
way
beat.
through. At absolute most.
Go
Not
look
even
at how to
quarter of the
beat
way
and
through.
prove me wrong immediately.
It says 13 hours for main and
Yeah.
extra, 11 hours main story.
Oh,
Get fucked, Albie.
Okay, well, I was wrong by a couple
few
hours.
hours. Get
I mean,
fucked.
you're about right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a shorter game, okay? That's all I was
It's
making
not
up
super long. Yeah.
That's
for.
surprising. I thought it was gonna be longer. I didn't realize I was at least a quarter of the way through.
But and I like even outside of like the combat stuff, which is like fun and interesting, and like actually is kind of challenging to get the beat down and stuff like that in certain moments.
It's not that challenging. It
To
is
do,
No, I
if
to
you
do
feel
got-
like-
really good. To do really good.
I
Is
feel
what I
like all of the songs they picked, maybe
maybe I
it's
have no
because
business
I'm a rhythm game snob or
Mm.
whatever, but all
Yeah.
of the songs they picked are in like 4/4 time to make it
Rhythm
like
game,
easy.
son of a bitch.
And it's just I don't know. I'm not into the music they picked or whatever. Like I love the
Wow.
style of the game,
Uh,
but
Mary
I
coming
don't
out
care
here
about the Black Keys or Nine Inch
Hey,
Nails.
saying
or...
9 Inch Nails are shit. Wow.
No, I'm just
Mary out here.
I'm just saying.
Send your
I don't
hate mail to
know.
romsbag@gmail.com.
That
Let us
is
know.
like the best Black Keys song. It's a very
I
good
don't
Black. I
know.
love that Black
I
Keys
think
song.
I need to play more of it. Like I love the way it looks. I love like the cell shaded look. I love the character designs, like how it looks. Like there's a weird uh almost like Saturday morning cartoon, but
Yeah.
animated in Japan. Like there's still a lot of anime touches in it, like a weird it's almost like an 80s cartoon when
Mhm.
they were like designed by Americans but animated by Japanese people back then. It reminds me of that, and I like it, and I like the Japanese voice acting. You can put it on Japanese voice acting, and it's great. The voice actors they have are friggin' great in that
Yep.
game. The Japanese voice actors specifically, like
Okay.
the main bad guy is Takehito Koyasu, and his wife is Kikuko Ue in the game, like Belle Dandy's voice. And yeah, I don't. The voice actors are really fucking good.
They're really
is all
good.
I have to- yeah.
Even the American voice actors are really pretty good. They
I
give
haven't
us.
listened
Yeah,
to the
they are
American
good.
voice.
I bet
actors.
you haven't. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. But
But
I
they
can
picked
tell you.
good Japanese voice actors, so I was like, wow, this is cool.
But to what Albie,
Casca is the main lady from Berserk. She's Casca.
Go ahead, Sean.
Sorry.
but to what Albie was trying to say before Mary started shitting all over the game is I get the combat definitely gets me tense because I'm not a rhythm game
Yep.
expert like Mary. So the combat does get me tense. So I do like how combat. It's surprisingly how sparse some of the combat is because they spread out the combat battles with a bunch of exploration parts of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And I
like
think it does it
platforming or whatever.
platforming and just searching on the environment, for collectibles or just trying to do puzzles. I think that does a great job with pacing the game out. So like you're not just
Yes.
always like in doing combat. I think it does a great job of just keeping the game feeling fresh.
The structure actually reminds me a lot of like Psychonauts 2. Just the way you're platforming with occasional combat. But the combat is better, I would say.
That's true.
But I wish maybe it's a problem with
But
me
the
right
prodigy
now.
is there.
Yeah, I
good
think it might just
bads.
be me. I think I'm just like depressed or whatever. I
And
think I
like
just cannot get into stuff right now.
the third party, the actual bands are only really like boss fights.
Yep.
Everything in like the out in the world and the platforming moments is in-house music
Yeah.
So it's stuff that they made just to sort of, I guess it's a case of like fix on the theme of where you're at. So it might be a little bit more industrial when you're inside, and to fix on like, I feel like they try and keep close to whatever the last third party song was. So like you're leading up to the Nine Inch Nails first boss, and you're getting away from him, so you kind of have similar music to that Nine Inch Nails song ish.
I don't know. I feel like people criticizing the music choices in this game it's kind of like misleading because I obviously it's a rhythm game, but it's not really a rhythm game.
No, it's not really.
No.
So
Mm,
I don't think the music's great. I'm not sad that they have kind of generic sounding music for all their in-house stuff, but it serves its purpose for like you need to
yes,
use it
yeah.
for the combat.
Sure.
But I do agree. I'm not going to listen to music at all ever. So
No. But there are like there are really good touches in that most of the world is interacting with the beat of the
yes,
music, and
Yeah.
like even the guy is just sort of running at the same time as the music and stuff like that. The cats pulsing to the music, things are talking to you like in the music and all that sort of stuff. I
Like,
like that it's
Right.
really synergized into the music. There's no like, while there is, yes, like cutscenes to get into the battles and stuff, that's kind of the only kind of jarring thing. Everything else is very like synchronized.
yeah, like you're in a factory level and like the equipment will be moving along, like a little light will be turning along to the music, and it's neat. Like it actually reminds me a lot of like Bust a Groove or whatever, like
Mm.
those old, like, I don't know. It's neat that like a game is centered around music and stuff.
Yes.
Uh, and I love the way it looks and everything. I don't know. I feel like it feels boring in a little
Music's
way
too
too.
normy for
Just
you.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I
a
don't
little
want to
bit.
spoil the like next songs because I saw the Prodigy was on the list, but I don't know what song it is. I don't know what. I don't want to spoil the other ones for me. I forget what the Thanon. How much have you played?
2 bosses worth.
What's the
Let's say.
second boss? Because I have played the second boss and I've already forgot.
Oh my
it
God.
was like
There's
Cadillac or something.
yeah.
It was some like it was some song I really didn't like, a real normie song.
Like the first boss is that big robot, right?
okay.
Yes, yeah, and
Mhm.
that's Nine Inch Nails something.
That's Nine Inch
One
Nails.
of their more popular songs, but it is for a reason because it's very good. They did very well with that song, I'll say,
Yeah.
with that
Mhm.
that boss.
Yeah, it was a good like. Oh, okay, we're really okay. This is this
And
game.
like,
It's a tutorial boss, but yeah.
Yeah, right.
yeah, you can really see like they took a lot of inspiration with how some of the bosses are with what's it? It's Scott Pilgrim, the film. Because you know how when you
Mhm.
get to a boss, like one of the X's or whatever, a lot of the movement starts happening based on the soundtrack as well, or like a lot of the like interactions and such. A lot of the bombastic business, and I guess same thing with Baby Driver. Baby
Mhm.
Driver, this is like the video game version of Baby
Yep.
Driver, but a bit more normie
Yes.
in
Yeah.
terms of how it uses the music.
Mhm.
Like there is this Xbox.com article where they interview the director, and he says that he was directly inspired by
Yeah.
all of the movies of Edgar Wright, and like he came up with the idea for the game basically after that scene. He wanted a game that played like that scene in Shaun of the Dead, where it's the fight scene in the bar with
Right.
Queen music
Oh,
playing.
yes.
Yeah, so he's like, I want a whole game where it's all like that, and so that's where that game idea came from.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and that's cool. And yeah, you can definitely like the main character is very Scott Pilgrim-esque in
Yes,
his
yeah.
dopiness.
Dopiness, yeah.
And I like it. I like it. I just I don't know.
The
I'm
music's too normy for you.
and just
Too
the
normcore.
actual gameplay itself too. It's like
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. I'm
Have you
not
got to the point where you can buy
moves.
combos and all that stuff? Okay, so
Yeah.
you got to that as well. Okay, didn't
Yeah,
help.
but it's just I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I
That's
think it
fair.
might be a me thing.
That's fair. I mean, hey, sometimes something.
Mhm.
But also, I'm kind of a sad sack and just playing Fortnite like a loser. all the
Hey, let's play
time
some
lately.
Fortnite. All right, let's. I gotta
I
get
think it's a
Geralt
me
of
thing.
Rivia.
I
jump on
did
that.
get him. He's pretty cool.
What's the next stuff you can? What's the next things? I saw Gohan and Cell
Piccolo.
Piccolo. Yeah.
Piccolo.
Is that the
Yeah.
new ones?
Yeah, that's what's going on right now.
Does Piccolo
Gotta
have like
get it.
health
Gotta have it.
regen?
No,
special?
there's
Boo.
no fun gimmick stuff like that. It's
Can't
just you look
cut
like
his arm off and
Piccolo.
then he just regrows it. That's a shame.
No, they didn't add anything new, like mechanics wise, for this Dragon Ball stuff coming back. They're just like, you can do the Kamehameha again.
It's
That's
better
about it.
than
Fair
the
enough.
punch or whatever
You can't.
from
You
Boku
can't do
no Hero.
Piccolo's like special beam. I think it comes out of his third
Nope,
eye or
you
some shit.
can't. No, that's
You can't
10.
do special
Oh, that's
beam
10.
cannon.
That is 10. That's his third eye. I saw Piccolo has like
He
Special
has
beam cannon.
something like that too,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Yes, he has special beam cannon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called special beam.
Special beam cannon. Yeah.
Bad.
I think it's because he was the first one to do a beam cannon. So back in the 80s, they were like, fucking, I don't know, special beam cannon.
Probably hell grenade too. Is that the other thing he does? I think he does hell grenade too, where he shoots out a big ball, and it explodes into lots of balls.
think so,
And it
yeah.
comes in.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
When are they adding Chainsaw Man to Fortnite?
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't
Chainsaw
know.
Man, yeah.
When are they adding
Let's
Sailor Moon to Fortnite?
Do you have
Never.
pets in
Probably.
Fortnite? Can you have things that follow you? Can you have pets?
I think the only
Mascots.
way they had pets were like backpack items or something.
Yeah. Or like dances. You probably could do like emotes,
Overwatch.
I should say.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, can you get like the Chainsaw
I don't
Man
think
dog?
so.
Pochi.
Yeah,
Poochie?
that's it.
Puccini. Puccini.
That'd be the only thing that's worth buying there.
What else? What else could they add to Fortnite that get you hyped? Like, what's the
I
thing?
don't know, but I forced my husband to start playing it with me, so
I mean, I
You
guess
make him buy
that's
stuff
what I
too.
had to add. No, but I might
Okay.
gift him the battle pass because it's cheaper to do
Oh,
it that way.
weird. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
it's
that
only
makes
like
sense.
$7.99 or something instead of.
Sucker
I don't
someone
know.
else in by gifting. That's
Yeah.
how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
it's true.
But I gained a whole lot of levels, and I got to do all of the Geralt quests when he was doing like his like intro bot matches. And man, that's so easy. It was so easy to beat that boss and everything. Like, that's a pro tip for you.
Sure.
Just make a Smurf account and
Smurf them.
Yeah.
Do they do any sports things? Like, is there
Yes.
basketball stuff? Is there?
There's
NFL?
a whole
LeBron
bunch.
James?
There's so much
Sure, LeBron.
football
I forgot.
shit
I forgot.
in there
Oh,
right
there is.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there Super Bowl shit? Yeah.
Yes, there is. It's all stuff you can buy. I don't think there's like anything in the actual game
Is there
going
like
on right
player
now.
anthems? Is there music you can play in game? That's a
There's-
shame.
Can I get Dreams
I
to
didn't
Nightmare by
look.
Meek
Yeah.
Mills?
Can I get Rihanna to play during the middle of the game?
Yep.
Can I get Rihanna as a character, as a skin? Can I get
I don't
just
think
run
so.
around as Riri?
Riri.
I know it. I'm hip to the
You're
kid.
Hip, yep. That's why you like that soundtrack to Hi-Fi Rush.
Of course.
No, I'm pretty sure kids have no clue
Hey.
what those songs are in Hi-Fi Rush.
No.
What's a 9 Inch Nails? I ask because Rocket League also has Super Bowl stuff. Their cars they have like 3 specific cars for like, I guess, players who actually play Rocket League, because there are a few that
Boston
actually do.
Scott, who is a professional
Boston
Rocket
Scott
League.
has a
yeah.
skin, a custom skin. They're actually
Boss
kind of
Scott.
good. They're actually really good skins. Like, there's
He's
like
cool.
fucking fire and lightning in some of
I
them.
follow him on Twitter.
whatnot.
He's like talks about Rocket League all the time.
He
He's
does,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
He needs something to do.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything during the game.
Dude, he scored a touchdown last week. Last game against the
It wasn't a
49ers.
game last week.
Okay, last game against the 49ers.
And then what the fuck? So Rocket League added player anthems, which you can click, and every time you score a goal or if you're MVP, it plays music. During the replay, like a 10-second clip, but then if you're MVP, it plays like 30 seconds. I think I said before I had like the Too Fast, Too Furious song, um, which was one of mine for a while, and then they gave like Pink "Let's Get This Party Started" as a free one, so that's my current one, which is very good. But yeah, I say that because the one of the NFL theme songs is currently there to buy, and I'm very tempted. I think it's like Thursday Night Football's one. It's one with a lot of
That's
wind
pretty fucking
chimes.
cool.
Yeah, it's
That's a pretty good
classic
idea.
bombastic
Dun,
NFL
dun,
music.
Da 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 da.
It's not that one. It's I'll
Ew.
try and find it again.
Who cares?
It's like dun 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 dun.
The Raiders, the October win.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Anyways, I think Hi-Fi Rush is pretty cool.
I highly rate it.
I
It
want
was
to
Yeah.
play
cool
more
that it
of
was
it.
dropped.
Especially if you have Game Pass,
Yeah.
definitely play it.
I think it's surprising. Yeah, obviously, it's Shadow Drop, and I think it's surprising that it's as good as it is for a game that Shadow Drop.
Yeah.
I think it does everything. I think it does everything really well. Since I suck at rhythm, combat's always challenging for me, but I'm always tempted to do better and to learn more combos, and I always try different combos. And I think I think the style is great. I think all the English voice acting is very fun, and the style is great. So I think this game is fantastic. I'm sad I'm not playing more of it. So like right before the third boss, but I think the game's great. I'm liking it quite a bit. It's awesome. Awesome.
Good.
Yeah, it's gonna be up there in like my top 5 this year. I haven't played much of it. I haven't had time. But the other thing is, it doesn't do the Rock Band thing of like, hey, you've got this latency timer, you can adjust the slider. It just
Oh.
has the, hey, check your latency, and like you can adjust the slider so it's right. And then it's like it either just tells you like you're good to play or you might have issues. It doesn't adjust. It doesn't offset the
You
music.
can't. Huh.
So when I'm on like the Xbox on like the wireless headset, there's a delay. There's obviously a
Yeah.
delay. So a lot of the time I'm not hitting perfect or anything. It's like good, and sometimes I'm missing the beat. Doesn't detract anything. It's just it's definitely noticeable with wireless headsets.
And there are different options for like visualizing like the beat in the
Yes.
game too, in case you need that, which is
Yeah, I
nice.
changed that as well because like I think the cat's a ball. The cat turns into a ball and creates like a pulsing sound, and then like you can either have it sort of horizontal where it's got a ring around it, but I changed that to like a vertical ring, like a sonic
Yes,
ring,
I
just
did
so it's
too.
like it's
Yeah.
way more visible that way.
Yes. Yeah. And you can also have like a bar at the bottom
Yes.
that just straight up shows
Mhm.
you. Yeah. So that's nice, but
cool.
I want to get into it more than I actually have. Like I want to like it more than I've
Mhm.
actually liked
Yeah.
it. Like I
You
want
have
to
to
like
like
it.
You don't have to
I
like it.
want to like
don't
it, but
have
so
to.
far, yeah, it's hard to tell if it's just because of me or because of the game. Might
The
be.
boss stuff is very cool. I really
Yes,
enjoyed
I would say
the
at
boss
least get
stuff.
to the first real boss fight because
I did the first.
Yeah.
Well, I did the tutorial
Rekka.
boss fight, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
that
Rekka
second
one.
boss because that's pretty
Okay.
cool.
Did you guys figure out you could get rid of the robot's like face mask, and then he has a critical zone that you can attack?
Oh, that first one, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
No, I actually didn't get that.
you
but I
can
saw it.
can just kill it. Yeah, without doing it. Yeah.
I saw it during Jeff Gertzman's stream. I saw it. I was like, "What the fuck is
Ah.
this?"
Yeah.
That's neat.
Hey, I'm just glad a game was able to just like shadow drop like this. Just
Yes,
like, hey,
and be,
write
like,
this thing
really
and be
good.
really good and like well received. That's just cool.
I love how it looks.
But also,
I wish they would bring out a Mega Man Legends 3 that looked just
Okay.
like that.
Uh-huh.
Man, it's so pretty. It's
Hey,
a
maybe-
pretty looking game.
maybe
What's a
Tango
Mega
needs to
Man?
make more of these kind of games. What's a Mega Man also?
Oh.
Tron Bonnie? All right, moving along.
That's not how you say your name.
Yeah,
but
Tron.
sure. Bonnie.
Tron Bon.
Tron Bon.
Tron Bonnie.
Darren's favorite Brand's
Miss
instrument, the Trombani.
We
The
got
trombone.
the crab. A lunch. B lunch.
I love that game. Listen,
Spaghetti.
I played that game a lot.
Curry rice.
Cyberpunk 2077. Hello, it's me. I'm late to the party.
Oh
hi.
yeah, you started playing it,
I played Cyberpunk 2077 this week. Pretty good. And by this week, I mean last night. I started as a nomad. I don't really have much to say on it yet, but I like it. It runs pretty well. It looks pretty. I'm hanging out with a man named Jackie. Everything's going great. I'm very excited for where this story goes.
I got bad news for you.
Okay. I kind of could see that coming. But I don't know. Starting as a nomad, starting outside the city and going in, I think that was it's neat. I like that opening a lot.
I liked being the city guy and working at
The
that
corpo.
shitty job,
Oh,
corpo job.
That's fair.
Dude,
that's what
yeah.
I did.
that's what. Yeah.
I like being an auto mechanic guy with like a fucking rad car. That's what I like. Thank you. That's pretty cool. Yeah, don't have much else to say. I'm doing like a neat, what is it called? Hacking, net running
Sure.
build. I feel like it fit with being a car guy in like a nomad clan of car people to be also like a tech guy. I'm the man in the chair. I'm very-
Those are two different kinds of tech, though. I don't know.
Are they?
There's like
Are they at this point in
it's like
2077?
analog
Are they?
tech. I feel like the cars in Cyberpunk are like old timey compared to cars now, though.
It's pretty rude, but all right. That's fair. Old timey. What are
Yeah.
you saying about these? What are you saying about my cool car that I drove into the city with?
They don't have computers in them or anything. Like, I can understand connecting hacking and car fucking around like now because they're all computery and you can get into cars by hacking and shit.
That's
But
rude.
back then, these are like
Rude.
geometros and crap.
Yeah. Back in 2077, they didn't have.
Back in
No.
2077. What a bunch of
Well, it's
old
like
fuck-
weird 80s future tech. I don't know.
Hey man, all I know is I popped up in the hood of that car and like there were wires everywhere, and I
Yeah,
just
exactly.
like plugged shit in. And it was like, all right, that I thought it fit, but maybe not. Whatever. That was cool.
My nose is terrible. I
There was a car
apologize.
chase to
Ugh.
open the game. I like that. I shot people
Sure.
with a pistol. There was a cowboy who was like a kind of a weird sheriff who tried to give me a hard time. Talk some shit to him. It was pretty cool. Thank you. That's all I got for Nomad opening up. Next fest.
So I was gonna say I thought it would be a more appropriate way to start the game discussion with the next fest, since we all played different demos and just rapid fire between all the demos we played. But you said no, let's start a Hi-Fi Rush,
Yep.
Yep.
and then
I
you
did.
talk about Cyberpunk for a little bit for some reason.
Because I played it. Can I talk
You
about
played
games
like
I
2
played?
minutes, and sorry, you're right.
I got into the making.
Demos for games that are on Steam.
Yes, Steam Next Fest. I'm
Sorry
sorry. Albie talked about a game. He doesn't get to do
How
that
dare you.
often on this podcast. Everybody else gets to talk about games. It's okay. But at the same time, Steam Next Fest. Speaking of games Albie played, let me talk to you about Phantom Brigade, a turn-based tactical RPG featuring mechs with a time system.
So yeah, so when I play, so yeah, I played this. I was like, yeah, turn-based mechs, let's go. And then it does has a twist where it's not actually turn-based. It it's the Frozen Synapse style battle
Yep.
where everybody takes their turn at the same time. So you plan out your
Oh.
moves for each mech, and then the turn commences, and everybody does their thingy. And they have a story mechanic of you have like a future device seeing thing, so you can see the enemy moves. So you have to plan out your mech's moves to like intercept them and figure out the best way to shoot them, and it's very cool. It's neat.
Yeah,
Neat style,
Looking
Albie.
at screenshots right now. It looks
I
complicated.
I dig it. I did a pretty cool thing in my first mission with that. When you have a shotgun and you're attacking a base, I just fucking ran up on some people and like with a shotgun mech, and it was just like bang. It was pretty good.
I think it does a good job of not overwhelming you.
Mhm.
So far in the demo, it doesn't really. I felt very comfortable learning how to do it, and it's pretty easy for the few
Yeah.
the battles I did. So, which I think they need to do because other games that I play that are like this, it can get very overwhelming pretty fast. So I think
Fast.
this is doing a pretty good job of easing you in.
And the benefit of it too is I don't know if you got to it, but you open up at some point into a world map
Yes.
level where you are selecting bases to attack, and that
Right,
was
I've got
like,
this
oh
game-
shit.
This game is like Total War. I felt it's getting
Yep.
kind of like Total War.
Total. Well, it is actually quite like Total War. You have battle maps and then you have a world map, which is pretty cool. Which I'm sure they're excited about from a sense of like, hey, we could make it more like Total War and just give people some factions at some point, probably.
Yeah,
and then
DLC.
DLC kind of thing, and just open this up in a way that's I think could be really cool.
It looks neat. It looks very
Mm-hmm.
complicated.
Also,
But
you're
you can
making all your
customize your
mechs. You can
mechs,
customize your
yeah.
mechs. Yep, I haven't touched that very much.
But it also has like the mech warrior parts where like after a battle you can decide what parts of the destroyed mechs you want to salvage,
Oh,
and then you have to build one of your mechs, and it has a lot of different elements to it. I think it all feels pretty well connected together. And
Yep.
this is definitely the demo that one of the demos I was like, I definitely want to try this when it comes out. It was super
Very
neat.
polished, very ready to go. Like I feel like they're gonna just be adding content now. Like the core loop has to be down to such a degree that they're like pretty confident in it. So
Jesus. This is Phantom Brigade, right?
Mm-hmm.
yes,
I've been, I clicked a video link and it's 5 years ago at PAX West.
yep.
Them
Wow.
showing it off. And
I
it kind of
believe
doesn't look that far off.
Meso talked about Phantom Brigade
Yes.
years ago. I believe,
Yeah.
if I remember it right.
I got the first screenshot on Steam is like your loadout before you go into the battle, and it looks just like XCOM. It's like when you decide which
Mhm.
mechs you want to take into
Yes.
battle. This game it feels like it's taking parts from a lot of different strategy games, and I think it's neat.
This is one of those where, like, I don't know if it's coming out this year, but if we do a fantasy video game league, maybe bid on this one because I think it's gonna hit, and I think it's
Well-
gonna be a big deal.
I don't think it's gonna be big. Do you think a lot of big
Wow.
big websites are gonna review this game?
Yes.
Like, do you think
possibly.
IGN's gonna review it?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah. That link, that video was. Oh no, it's from PC Gamer highlight. Never mind. Yeah, probably. I mean,
Yeah.
mechs.
Next.
And,
I think
what
PC
was that
Gamer
thing?
will.
What was the Game Awards mech? The game.
I don't remember now, but
Armored
I kind
Core, wasn't it? Armored Core.
Oh, Armored
Yes.
Core. Yeah.
Yeah, like mechs are back in.
They
thanks
are.
to the Game Awards.
Sure, but
Especially if you go into E3, they release like a gameplay for Armored Core, and then this game comes out a little later. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it lines up very well. So E3 also doesn't exist, but
this is coming out the end of the month, though. It says February 28th, supposedly. So
Okay. I think it will. I think it's one to keep an eye on.
it looks neat. Yeah, I can see how
Mhm.
it has had years of work on it because this looks very complicated, like in a good way. I don't know. Looks neat.
also makes me want to play more of that for Mission 1 remake.
Yes, that remake came out at the end of the year, and I've heard literally nothing about it. Like
Yeah.
that game came out the end of November. I've heard nobody talk about it.
I only played it for like an hour. I want to
Oh,
get back
you
into it.
actually got it. Okay.
Well, I have it.
Oh, I see.
What?
Acquired it.
Robbery?
It's their fault for only putting. Their fault for only putting the Switch.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Stop.
I'm surprised it has not released on Steam or anything at all because I would think it would do well.
Hopefully soon. They probably might have exclusivity for like 6 months.
Probably.
Okay. Next, you sure go with one of your games, Sean. You played for.
Let's see here. Should I go from top to bottom to most?
Sure.
Sure. I don't know. So, anyways, a game that definitely I like demo. It kind of feels cheating, but the demo I definitely like the most, and the one where I was like, I'm definitely going to get this game, or definitely going to play this game is the system stock demo.
Oh shit! Yeah,
So,
I forgot about that. Okay.
obviously, this is a remake to a very very beloved game, so obviously it's going to be really good. But the demo, I was surprised. It was super. It was very engrossing. Definitely. I think yeah, I like that word. Um, I think NoClip did a video on this, and I definitely and they did a good job like comparing it to like what they have done to it. And I think the remake is I think it does a great job of just um up
Update.
making the game updating. Sure, I don't know. Yeah, updating the game systems definitely visual wise, but most importantly with the way the game is played. Where now obviously in the original release it was a lot more like technical with the way he played it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But with the remake, it's much more of an actual game, much more of a first-person shooter. So the game definitely plays. I thought the game felt great to play, but it definitely still felt like a old game, which I think is a good way to handle a remake to like a 20, 30-year-old game. And then, but so the game is, but the part that still impressed me the most is just the atmosphere and the storytelling. I thought that was so great, and it's definitely made me just want to like get the game when it comes out, and I definitely want to play it.
Cool.
And also, it's just because I'm a video game history buff, so I just want to definitely play one of the most beloved games of all time. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's interesting that like the choice they make is like, hey, we have this old game that kind of slow, but it was not intended to necessarily be slow at the time. It was intended to be kind of fast, so we just kind of make it slicker, you know. Make
Not
the
that,
gameplay
but
components
they
actionier.
but yeah, they definitely made it more actioner or just more the gameplay more modern for sure.
Modernized it to kind of keep with some of the idea of like the old game, but then also like
Well, yeah, keep with the old game, but make it play like a
play
new
like
game.
a faster game. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good shit.
I
it's
really
very
like
cool.
the look of it though.
Yes.
Like it looks very
It looked good. It looked real good.
early, like late 90s, yeah, with the colored lighting and everything and the neon. Yeah, it's neat.
It
I
looked
need to try this. I've seen video of it being played, but I should try it.
Mary,
See how it actually looks on my computer.
what game do you play? You play Next Fest?
Yeah, I played a bunch of mainly Grim Guardian's Demon Purge. This is a Metroidvania. It is a Galgun spin-off.
Oh no!
It has characters from Galgun in it.
Oh no!
Yeah, and it's basically like Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. But instead of Castlevania, it's a Galgun spin-off, and it's two anime ladies. And it is a little bit different from Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. The two-player gimmick is much different. They have two different health bars. You can swap between them at any time. They have different abilities. One of them is slightly taller, so that factors into the game as well too, on like jumping puzzles and stuff. Um, Basically, though, if one character dies, if you go back to where they died, you can revive them. But if both characters die, you lose that life. So
Huh.
that's a little bit different. And other than that, it's basically like a nice 2D Metroidvania, which is what I like, and it's anime. So there
It's got
you
a real
go.
good look to it.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
Yeah, like
yeah. It looks
I like the
nice.
I like the
Plays
waifus.
nice. Yes.
Yes.
It's good. It accomplishes what it sets out to do, and I'm enjoying it. It's a good demo. Grim Guardians Demon
Grim
Purge.
Guardians Demon Purge.
Yeah.
Intel Creates making a good game for once.
Yeah,
tell-
well, I mean, Bloodstained was good. I don't know.
I also like Bloodstained. I'll fight with you on Bloodstained. Just saying.
Well,
Other
duh.
things to say is, hey, just generally, there are a lot of good games in this next fest. By the way,
Yes.
it's pretty
Yeah,
loaded.
I have so many demos that I have downloaded that
Me
I
too.
just
Me too.
haven't played yet.
Ah,
The only other demo I played, I'll just say it real fast to get it. Cook Serve Forever,
Okay.
which is a spin-off of Cook Serve Delicious. This is very interesting to me because it feels like a distillation of like the gameplay. It's very different. There's no like you picking from which order. All it
Mhm.
is you just pressing buttons.
More
Like that's
almost like a rhythm game.
not even a rhythm game. You're just pressing buttons as fast as you can without fucking up. Like
Oh
that's
shit!
they've distilled it all down to that's literally all you do.
Look at the screen. What buttons you pressing? Quick, quick, quick,
Yeah,
quick, quick,
yeah.
quick, quick, quick.
Do it as fast as you can and don't mess it up. And the way he's thrown new wrenches into it is that each of the little okay, there'll be a circle and it'll have like an arrow direction or a button. And the frame of that circle is how you interact with it. Like if it says if the frame has like a 3, you hit that button or arrow direction 3 times. Also if the frame has a no, you don't hit that. If it's like don't repeat the last thing, then you do that. But the way it just throws it at you so quickly, you have to be careful that you're not mindlessly pressing the buttons because that's when you fuck up. And I it almost works in cooking that way too. Like I want to see an interview with the director or like the developer and see like why he wanted to distill it down this way because it's so fast, you're not even like really looking at the food or even seeing what you're making anymore. So it feels kind of disconnected, but I also feel like that's how actual chefs operate. They're kind of
That's
just
true.
going on autopilot, and that's when you fuck up is when you're like not paying quite enough attention. So I don't know. It's interesting, and the setting is interesting too. But they don't really go into that. It's post apocalypse now instead of just post apocalypse like regular
Mhm.
Cook Serve Delicious. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, but it's definitely way more arcadey, and I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to have staying power like regular Cook Serve Delicious does. Like, there's not this demo doesn't seem very complicated. Like literally all you're doing is hitting buttons. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
yeah, I know the Steam page says like has like side quests and stuff like that. So
Okay.
like I wonder like how more important the story will be. Like will this be like part? Will this be like a visual novel also? Like
I don't know. Like when this game was announced, it was a very story focused like trailer. So I'm not really sure. I don't know. Like it it doesn't seem like you have the whole setting up your food truck and picking out a menu and unlocking recipes or any of that. So I'm not sure what else is extra in this game at all. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know much about this game still. I'm not sure when it comes out either, but I feel like the demo did not. I don't know. I kind of know what it plays like now, but not really.
Right.
I have more questions after playing it.
Your cat also has questions.
Yeah,
Is it
he's
my turn again,
staring at.
or
I
Yeah,
don't know.
go ahead. I mean,
Yeah,
does
I didn't
DJ
play any
anything?
of these.
Okay, that's fine. Well, we're giving you recommendations.
next one? Next favorite one was definitely Tape to Tape. So do you guys like hockey? Huh? 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 So this is a hockey game, basically.
Oh.
5-on-5. It's very arcade look. It's very arcade style of hockey gameplay. So basically, you can do some simple passes. You can do heavy shot or light shot. And you can also can get like superpowers. You can do some fun things like twirl around or
Oh shit!
do stuff like that. But the cool thing is, it's not just a hockey game. It's a cat. Get down, cat.
He's being bad.
Get cat.
It's also a roguelite. So basically, you basically like you know, this is basically like start map from ETL. So like you start at one location, you can
Oh,
pick a
weird.
path, and you can pick a path, and you can decide like what you can either pick a path. You can go to something mysterious or like go to a resting spot. And then you have to do like short battles. Like either whoever scores first wins, and like if you do score first, you get a power up and stuff like that. Um, and I think and the game also is very cheeky. You also get like hidden characters. So like if you go to it, if you win one of the bonus battles, you get a character, and it's basically like the Praise the Sun guy from Dark Souls.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
So
weird.
you get that
Yeah.
so when you get him, it looks just like him. You get him, and he has a sword, but at the end, there's a tape like a hockey stick taped to it.
Mm.
It's very goofy. And also he has a special ability where if you have an ally near the goal, he shoots a puck to your ally's face and it bounces into the goal. So
Oh shit! This looks
the
cool.
game has lots of goofy stuff like that. And so you go on the path, and then at one point it converges to a big battle. And if you lose that battle, then you lose the run. And you have to go all the way back. So it's very traditional, or no, very basic roguelike elements, but the cool part is definitely is so roguelite on a hockey game, and the hockey parts is definitely kind of fun. It's very, again, like I said, it's very arcadey. It
Yeah.
takes a little bit for me to get good at it. I'm still not. I wasn't good at it by the time I stopped, but it was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun with it, and the art style I think is pretty great. If you guys look at it, it's very goofy, very
Arcadey.
silly.
Yeah.
I think I had a lot of fun with it. Definitely a game where I want to get good at it because I wasn't good at it, or I wasn't. It was kind of hard, but and it's definitely a game where I wanted to get better, so I wanted to play more of it.
You know,
It was very fun.
this game reminds me of like Kevin
Sure.
Subasa's Rise of the Champions, kind of that like very stylized sports game that's also like deeper than you would imagine. I dig it. That's a cool idea.
It's very fun.
Cool. Hello, cat. Let's all wave to the cat. Hello, cat.
He's
It's like
looking at. He looked
know,
away.
it's like
He's
he-
forget this.
Get this. These people waving at me. Fuck these people. All right. My next game, let me talk to you about Void Train.
That's a cool name.
It's a fucking cool game. The opening is different than you would imagine. It has like a narrated opening where you're like walking into this like hut out in the woods, and like you're trying to, I don't know, you're just like up there in the woods helping out somebody, and you find this hut out in the deep forest. And then you're like lighting lights inside of this hut, and eventually you find like, hey, there's like this weird switch that opens a giant portal that like teleports you into another world, into the void, if you were. And there's a giant train that you have to like ride around on. You gotta shoot stuff. It's pretty neat. I was not
Upgrade and
expecting how cool.
customize your train, gather new materials, and build better weapons.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that. It kind of like kind of roll around, find stuff, kind of crafting and doing stuff. But then it's just such a cool idea, and the look of it, it kind of doesn't come across in some of the
Seems like
cutscenes.
Raft or whatever, but you have a space train instead of.
Sure, yeah, kind of.
I don't know.
But a bit more structured than Raft. Like Raft is a little bit more like
narratively.
Yeah, narratively, and then just the look, like when it's in motion, when you're on a train riding around, like I think it looks really cool.
It looks neat, yeah.
Like the style is like really neat to look at. And then they got like great creature designs and stuff like that, and you're like everything's floating in the void, so you're like always anti-grav, except for if you like snap yourself to a train. So it's fucking really cool. I really recommend everybody check that one out. I don't know if it's coming out this year. I guess it says 2023. I think it's probably gonna be pushed to next year, but it's a banger.
Yeah, Cook Serve Forever said April, so
it said April, but it says it's going into early access.
Yeah. I imagine it'll be like Cook Serve Delicious 3, where they roll out content.
So, yeah. Hey, do you like trains? That's all I got.
Train game. It looked a lot like Dishonored, I guess, sort of.
Yeah.
Kind of that same like, that way, look art style wise.
Yes, the style of like the world and everything.
Also, like, it's cool. Like when you reload the one gun and you're floating in space, you just pop open the thing. You don't need that because it just everything floats. So yeah, like it's like a revolver. So the chamber just like floats in the air, and
That's
then
fun.
It's pretty neat. It's like a nice style touch there.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. It's also, I guess, multiplayer. So at some point,
when do these Steam demo thingies end? Is it Monday?
It's Monday, yes.
Okay.
10 a.m.
Well,
so check
I have
it out
today to play them. Oh boy.
Oh boy. All right, Pop. How many more do you have?
I mean, as many as I don't know.
Yeah, there's as many. I have so many, but we'll keep. How about
I can talk about one more.
Okay, talk about one more.
I talk about Ravenbound. So this is basically just. Have you played it?
Ravenbound. No.
Anyways, this is basically just like they're like those new Assassin's Creed games, specifically Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Let's make a game like that, and it's like it's basically like a lot of the newer Assassin's Creed games, kind of aimless open world, like very loose combat. It was fine. Your fast travel is you turn into a raven, just fly around. That's kind of neat. It's kind of neat, but I don't think I'm fine with not playing again. And Infection Free Zone. Remember all those like the early Xbox Live Arcade games where it's like we use real life maps to like create a play space and like
right.
So this game is basically doing that. Like at the demo, it only has 5 fixed locations, but I guess in the full game you can pick any location, I guess, and you can like create like a map out of it.
Oh shit! I like that. I like
that. That's neat.
And obviously, we don't know how well it works with any location, but the map I chosen was like someplace in the UK. I forgot.
Oh.
Cranston.
Brian Cranston.
Cranston. Cranfield.
Who cares? It seemed to work. It seemed to work pretty well. I got my first building, and then like you're basically like you're a bunch of survivors. You form a squad, and you send the squad out to start scavenging, and then once you clear out a building, you start adding it to your own building. And it's basic survival. It's a zombie game. Should have said that. It's a zombie game.
I figured it was with the name. Yeah.
Zombie game. It's RTS style, so it's top down. You command a bunch of squads. You try to protect your base, and it's like that zombie? Dead. Excellent. It's a zombie game management sim. It's fine. I might be more interested to see how if I can turn my actual city into a zombie, see how that works. But otherwise, it seems pretty basic.
How do you think it will work for me, a man who lives in the middle of the woods?
Probably poorly. You'll probably lose right away.
Yeah.
What's the name of it again?
Ravenbound.
No, sorry.
No.
That's effects in free zone.
Oh, sorry.
Infection.
Sorry, I
Free
was
Zone.
kind of rambling. So that's the second game I mentioned. Infection free zone.
Oh, okay. I thought you said like there was
No.
a place in Ravenbound called Infection Free Zone. So I was like, what? Oh.
Yo,
No,
man, this
sorry.
get weird, huh? Oh, you
And
can
then
only
lo-
play in real cities. Okay, you're not gonna be playing in. Okay, that's fair.
In my last game,
Okay.
open at 9, the hottest new hentai game that's on Steam.
Oh
Okay,
my
great.
god!
And you can mass
9 p.m.
Cancel this, man.
you gotta operate as a brothel and pimp out all your girls.
Wow! Don't look at the screenshots at work. They just show it right there.
Brothel
Yes.
management sim
They just
game.
show it. You
Yeah.
don't even need to download the
Oh,
demo.
yeah. There's that GIF.
Yeah.
It's great
Yeah.
because when you Google Open at 9 Steam and you click it, the page doesn't go to the top. It scrolls down to make sure you see that GIF immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there it is.
Sorry.
Yeah, right there, huh?
Yep.
You know what kind of game that is. I'm not letting you talk about that
Yeah,
game more.
they
I'm
let
sorry to
you
tell
know.
you. We're moving on. We're moving on.
It's like, oh, okay. Okay.
How do I transition back to the two games I wanted to talk about? Hey, Grimblade DX. It's pretty cool. It's you're on a little tiny square map. You're a
Are there
man with a
DXs in it?
I don't know what that means in this context, but it's like, oh, it's got a really neat art style. You can swing a sword, you can block, you can dodge roll. It's kind of like a third-person action game, but like on a very small little map that kind of looks like it's
Are you sure this is
vector
a game
graphics.
that's on Steam? Because
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
can't
I
find
can't
this.
find it.
I can't find this.
Grimblade.
No.
How do you spell it?
Mm-mm.
I think it's
Nope.
It's not. Is it Grimblade
I
or
think
is
he
it
made up this.
Yep.
It's game you're making.
Bleak Sword, not Grimblade. I'm sorry.
What the fuck, dude?
And Bleak, I thought. Listen, we were editing things to that document. I just went from Grimblade to Bleak Sword. I'm sorry. Though, if they want to release an expansion pack called Grimblade,
It's a sword
Or a
weapon.
bootleg
It's
version or
a
I mean,
sad
it's
weapon
like-
of some form. I can't remember.
it's a sad
Fucking
weapon.
Grimblade.
There are a couple different kinds of sad bladed instruments. It's a Bleak Sword DX.
Yeah, this game looked cool when I saw the screenshots.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Kind of like vector graphics looking. Kind of almost like something you'd see on an oscilloscope. I
It's
guess?
like a Commodore 64 game.
Sure.
Oh, it has vector graphics.
Yeah, see, I was
Yeah.
right.
Well,
Got him.
whatever.
Vectrex, like a Vectrex. It has the
Yeah.
the glowy looking, extra glowy.
Almost
like-
like you could also probably say like almost looks
Ooh,
like.
this is like a diorama looking.
Weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fucking really cool.
Yeah, this looks neat. I downloaded this, but I have not tried it.
Actual gameplay is kind of like you pick a level. It's kind of roguelike-ish in a certain way. You're like some items
Yeah, it
drop, you
looks
pick stuff up, you upgrade your weapon and armor stuff as you go through the levels. But it's like really neat because even though the beginning is like, hey, you're just in this big forest, like things in the environment change. Like there's like you can see on their Steam page, it's like one of the things is a big red alley as your like fighting area, and it pretty cool. Like it looks wild.
A lot of the stuff you don't see in the trailer or whatever is like moving. It's not just a set room or whatever. You're
Yep.
straight up. You can move. in this game, and it almost like a turntable, like not like a treadmill. Like the things pop up from the
Yep.
off of the square.
Mhm.
Looks real cool.
Oh, this game is actually a sequel
No,
to
updated.
well, yeah, port, I guess.
Port.
This was originally on phones and iPads and stuff. It was an Apple game, iOS, Bleak Sword. It looks cool. I've never heard of it. I can see why they're putting it out on PC because, yeah, this it does look way better.
The
Bleak
style
Sword
is-
DX. It looks
Every time I
way
look at it, I'm always like, man, that looks really good, and
Saw a
It
video
pops.
of someone playing it on the Steam Deck, so it's a good Steam Deck
great
game.
Steam Deck game. Highly
I
recommend.
I have a lot of these demos. I should just download them on my Steam Deck and play them that way. I think I will do that today. I will report back.
Final game I want to bring up. One for Mary here. One for Pop. One for everybody in here.
Mhm.
The biggest surprise for me from this is Fortune's Run. This is a game that friend of the show, I guess friend of the show. I don't know if he even likes me. It's Tredic. He recommended this one. I can't even It's somewhere between a Doom game and a what? Go ahead. What's up, Sean?
It's like a boomer shooter. That's what they call those now.
It's kind of
boomer
somewhere
shooter.
between a
These
boomer shooter
retro, yeah,
and like
Yeah.
System Shock.
pseudo 2D. Oh, it's also immersive sim like.
You could be
okay.
more immersive. You could play it either way. You could play it more like Doom, like
Sink
really
or
fast.
swim in this high octane first person shooter with stealth and RPG elements. So yeah, it's kind of Deus Ex-y
Yes.
a little bit as
And it's
well.
fucking really cool. I would recommend if there was one game you check out, it's this one because I think this one is a certified hit. I think this is pretty cool.
So this is a demo that I didn't want to talk about because I wasn't a huge fan of.
Oh,
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
I just wasn't a big fan of the trolls. Cause they
That's
they had
fair,
they had the tutorial run thingy, and it's like I don't know, I kept getting frustrated doing it. Like the challenge run, hey, you can back out if you want. So no, fuck it, I'm gonna do this. But it took me like 20 tries to do it. So felt like I was dying from some bullshit reason. Like I keep shooting these guys in the head. Sometimes they die instantly, sometimes not. Then they shoot me instantly and I die. And it's
Mm.
I just wasn't getting a good feel for it. And then once I get into the actual the mission, it's like I wasn't feeling it. The style was
fair.
super cool, definitely, but gameplay wise, I wasn't jamming with it. Man.
Okay, that's fair. But I recommend this one. Check it out. It's pretty cool. That's all I got. Thank you.
Might try it. Does look I System Shock looked cooler, I gotta say though.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a.
I feel bad for these people. Like
Yeah, I think this one's probably
they seem
further
very
out.
similar. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. It says release date to be announced.
Yeah,
So
they've probably got a lot of work to do on some of the stuff. So.
yeah.
But
And this does look like grittier or whatever.
gritty.
It's less neon.
Let's hit the gritty together, everyone. Okay.
You look how he pull a sword out that guy, and he kind of jiggles. And they're like like the 2D characters sprites.
There's
in
more
3D.
swears and like dirty blood in this one than in System Shock, it looks like.
Yes.
Couple other games. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Good.
I just wanted to mention a couple of games I have downloaded, but I haven't played yet. Shadows of
Okay.
Doubt, Book of Hours, both like kind of detective games. That Sherlock Holmes one looks cool too. They got a lot of good games in here.
I really want to play Witch Spring R. That seems cool, but I haven't played it yet. But and Dungeon Drafters also seems very cool. It's a dungeon card game with very 90s anime character designs. So
Yeah.
I'll see. I need to play more games. I haven't played enough games because I've
Play
been
more
sick.
games. Anyone else have other games they want to talk about here?
Fire Emblem Engage. I'm
Okay.
still playing it,
I was gonna bring that
but
up.
I put it on the Switch now. I was like, well, I want to use. I saw a video where they're like, hey, all of the online features make this way too easy. And
Yeah.
I was like, I want it to be way too easy.
Oh.
I want all the free. I want extra money from just slim lances and iron swords that I sell over and over again, and it helped. So,
Dude, hey Mary,
mhm.
guess what? I don't have the online feature enable and or whatever. I'm not connected to the online feature, and I don't want to like reconnect.
Mhm.
Hey, guess what? I'm fucking poor as shit. I'm like,
Yeah, I
I have
know.
no money at all. Turns
Yeah.
out, like donating to the countries is a fucking sham. You don't get much
Mhm.
out of it.
Don't do it. Yeah. Just do
Sounds
the
fucking
first upgrade and that's it.
I'm
Yeah.
dying out here.
Yeah.
Help
The
me! I've
money, the
donated.
economy. It's I swear
Inflation's
it's
killing us.
the DLC that the $30 expansion
Yeah.
pass is basically pay more money to make the game easier. Make the game an easier time.
Yeah, you get the silver card
Won't do
from
it,
the
kid.
DLC, which is an item that like half prices from shops.
Yep.
Yeah, but
I mean,
that's been
that's
the thing.
always been in there, but
It's
yeah.
well, yeah, but now it's all only exclusive. Now it's only in the DLC. Uh, But that's been a thing with the past like five. With every Fire Emblem game that added DLC, all the DLC has the first parts of the DLCs has always been a make the game easier. So
Um
yeah.
Also, there's this Fire Emblem video that I wanted to make you watch, and I wanted to see your
Uh-oh.
reaction. I posted it in the chat just now.
Oh no,
It
let's see
made
his
me
reaction.
laugh a whole lot. It was good.
I'm scared.
I was like, yeah, now
How
this is
crass is
this
unbearable. I agree.
is funny. It's very funny. It
Yeah,
amused me.
yeah, I've seen this before. Yeah.
Oh, you've seen it?
Well, I've seen this dialogue before.
Okay, well, you got to see the twist. It makes it so funny.
Ah, God, fuck you, Dad. Got him. That was funny.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. It's only good if you know the story. But it's so funny. Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I needed to have that recorded. His reaction.
Like the dialogue between the other the first son and the dad. It's much more emotional. And then of course the second son is like, I'll kill you, Dad. Yeah. And then of course the first son's instantly fuck you, Dad.
Damn,
Yeah.
damn.
I want to
Sorry.
do it.
Yeah, I'll kill you. Anyways.
It was funny. But the only other thing that I've played is WBSC eBaseball Power Pros, which
Okay.
was
Yeah, what the hell is this?
this is the Yakuken Power Pros Konami
yeah.
franchise. They have not had an English release since like the PS2 or the Wii or whatever. This is a Power Pros game. It's barely in English. It's barely in English, but it is, and it was only 99 cents. And technically, I didn't have to pay any money for it because I used my like Nintendo Gold coin things
Oh.
or whatever. So it was 100% free, and it feels like a free game because there's not much to it, but it's kind of cool. It's like it's a free arcade baseball game, and that's all that I need. Like I don't care about I don't know who these players are in MLB the show. I'm not going to be buying their baseball cards and then
Mhm.
selling them later or whatever. This is good enough for me. I made an anime baseball player that looks like me. Yippee. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun.
Okay.
It's arcadey baseball garbage. It was free. It was on the Switch.
Hey, it looks all right. It looks cool. That's all I
It's
can do.
neat.
It's fine. It's
I'm
not.
glad they
It's
brought
free.
one out over here, even though the English is they use like the Japanese font. You can still enter in your name in Japanese. Like if you go on the eShop, normally when I go on the eShop with my Japanese account, I wanted to see like, oh, how much is this game in Japan? Apparently it's the exact same program like in the US and Japan, which is weird. Like I've never seen that on the eShop before, but it's literally just the Japanese game with English in it. So it's kind of neat.
This is so weird. Why I didn't know they were selling it for $1. That's so weird.
Yeah, yeah. It's apparently part of some world baseball championship thing. It's like just an esports kind of title, so that's why it was only 99 cents. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but I'm glad it exists.
I bet
Yeah,
there's a diehard community of people that play this game. Or play this series. I bet.
Yeah, all them VTuber fans who watch all
Yeah,
Japanese
exactly.
VTubers play it.
It's just because Corone likes it that I
Because
downloaded it.
Ninja Shanji
right.
has their big tournament.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, and also I've played baseball games. This is a simple baseball game, but it's still fucking hard. I apparently suck at baseball because you have to use the analog stick to actually line up like your swing, and I'm bad at it. So there you go. It's an actual baseball game. I'm surprised.
I'll get it.
I will also probably get it.
Yeah, because like I said, if you
99 cents ain't nothing.
if you have any Nintendo like gold coins from your Nintendo account, you can get it for free. So
Mm.
Also, you can't buy an egg now for 99 cents. Am I right? Inflation.
Gold points. I have 345 gold points. Thanks, Fire Emblem Engage.
Thanks,
yeah,
Fire
see?
Emblem.
So if you bought a game lately,
Purchase.
if you've pre-purchased Zelda for $70, you can get it.
Yikes.
Mary, did you purchase Zelda?
Mm-mm.
You see that? You see that like
Not
it's a bad
yet.
thing.
Listen, it might be. Who knows?
I
mean,
guess
not-
it's part of the news. This actually came out as a shadow drop on the Nintendo Direct. Even
Oh.
though this isn't the shadow drop game that people are talking about for the Nintendo Direct. I'm trying
Welcome to
say,
the Nintendo
yeah,
Direct, the
the
news.
news.
God.
Hey, Shadow Nintendo Direct happened this week. That happened on what,
Mhm.
Wednesday?
Octopath Travelers 2 demo. Shadow
I
drop.
have that downloaded.
Samba de Amigo Party Central was announced.
Oh my god.
Oh
yeah.
my.
I mean, us rhythm gamers are eating good this year. I gotta
Eating good.
say. In the
JRPG
neighborhood.
fans and rhythm gamers eating that cheddar this week. Fashion Dreamer? I don't know what's that one.
It's
right?
a Style Savvy game. It's made by the
Yes,
people
yeah,
that made Style
original, yeah.
Savvy. It's a spiritual successor to Style Savvy. I'm going to get it and play it. I like that it's 50-50 guys and girls now. Like
Yeah.
it
Oh.
doesn't that's why it's not I think that's why they're giving it like a different name, a more generic name to try and
Ah.
like be it's not just for
Mhm.
ladies anymore, which is cool. And it looks nice. I like it.
Cool.
I'm excited.
That was all the games, right?
No.
Fire Emblem DLC Wave 2, 3, and 4 got announced.
Yeah. Bleh.
How dare you?
I don't think I don't want to pay for Fire Emblem DLC
That's
or
fair.
Xenoblade Chronicles
Mhm.
DLC.
But-
And I don't want Pikmin 4. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I'm literally commissioning a Pikmin art piece right now and I don't want Pikmin 4. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. I don't care about the stupid ugly dog. It's ugly.
Whoa.
I'd rather it
dare
be a
you.
cat, to be honest.
That's fair. I'm sure the cat behind you would rather be a cat as well. Wherever the cat went, he's gone.
What?
I had to let him out, and now
It's
he
really
wants
a
back
dog.
in.
All right. What else did you want to talk about with that?
Ghost Trick is getting ported
Ghost Trick
is a
again,
good one.
which is cool.
Mm.
More people need to play that game. It's
The
neat.
game's great.
It's
Mhm.
got a Pomeranian in it. Also, Level 5 announced a whole bunch of games. The developers of Yokai Watch. They need some fucking money and a hit. They
Deca
announced
Police. So we're
Deca
gonna
Police, a
be a
new
bunch of
Professor
cops.
Layton game, a new Fantasy Life. I think there was another one that I can't remember. But yeah,
Is that the Bayonetta one? Is that?
they're not level
I
5.
don't know
Yeah.
who level 5 is.
They're a game developer.
Okay,
It's
that's
been
fair.
around for a
Wow.
long time.
They've been dead for a few years, but they're back now.
They're back.
A little. Well, I guess they've been working on all this stuff secretly, and they're like, "Oh, hey, we have video games." But yeah.
You only make Yokai Watch anymore. Gotta make other
Well, they
games.
tried making the Snack World,
The
and
Snack
literally
World?
nobody heard of or played that
not heard
game. They
that.
tried to make a cartoon. It's no. Yep. There's a Tron visual novel coming out. Okay.
Why?
I don't know.
There's a Mickey Mouse
Is
coming
that the
out.
Bizzle thing? The Mike Bizzle?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a visual novel. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
There's that Bayonetta game, Splatoon stuff, Mickey Mouse. What kind of stuff in there?
Oh, Mega Strikers looks kind of cool. It's like a more player version of Windjammers,
Okay.
where it's 4 players instead of 2. Etrian Odyssey ports of the first 3 Etrian Odyssey games, which why aren't they made like story remakes of the first 2 Etrian Odyssey games for the 3DS, and they're not bringing out those versions. It's just the plain versions with no
Yeah.
extra narrative. Because they didn't make an untold version of 3, I guess. I don't understand this Etrian Odyssey thing. Advance Wars is finally coming out in April.
Kirby Return to Dreamland? No?
No, it's a port of a Wii game.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Okay.
lot of ports that, I mean, it's
Yeah.
the Switch. So here's Katamari. I don't know.
Here's a
Same thing
remaster.
happens
Of,
to the Wii.
Mm-hmm.
here's the remaster of Metroid Prime everybody wanted, right?
Here's a remaster of Baten Kaitos. I actually do want to play that. I have Baten Kaitos
Baton Kaitos.
on the GameCube. I should have pulled it out. For some reason, I still have my Twin Snakes over here, but I guess I should have. I don't know.
And
GameCube
finally,
games.
we see, to wrap it up, Zelda.
Yeah.
It's coming out.
That
this
trailer.
year?
All it was just another trailer. I was hoping
Yeah.
for like gameplay details or something, but they were like, nope, look at this trailer and analyze it like a weirdo and try and figure out what we're going to do that's new. It looks like you're going to be able to make vehicles. It looks like that's the new mechanic
Right.
thing. Like, they show him in this drone flying
thing,
vehicle, and they also show like a weird land vehicle, and it very obviously looks like you built it out of parts or whatever.
And it's kind of like being held together by that like green magic-y business.
Mhm,
That says,
yeah. Yeah, it looks like what I would guess is that you go through the dungeons and you get like a new mechanical part that lets you traverse in a different way or whatever. at the
Yeah,
end of the
that
dungeon.
absolutely is happening. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But I mean, it looks neat. But it's going to be $70. They
Yep.
announced. Nintendo is like, hey, our game pricing is on a case by case basis. That's what they said the reasoning is. But they didn't say for why it's $70. They're just like, it's $70. Yeah.
Also,
I guess
like,
Pikmin 4 will be $60 apparently.
Yeah, it will. And
But
the Metroid Prime remaster was only 40 as well too. That
I would,
also shadow dropped.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did actually put a lot of work into that game. It
Sure.
is more
Yeah.
of a remake. But that is it is interesting. And apparently in Europe and in Australia, Smash Brothers and I think like Xenoblade might have been an extra $10, but they weren't
Huh.
in the US. And I know in Japan, like a lot of the time, RPGs will be like more expensive. So it seems like it's only really the US that has a flat MSRP, like max on video games. So they're just bringing that pricing strategy. They tested it in Europe and Australia and it didn't affect sales enough to
Yeah.
where it didn't hurt sales. They still made more money. So they're doing it everywhere now, is basically the thing. And as part of this, they also did bring back the voucher program where you can pay $100 to get 2 Nintendo games off of a list.
It came out after Fire Emblem. These
Yeah,
bastards.
yeah.
Damn. Tell.
I'm just hoping the last time this voucher program existed, Walmart did an in-store price matching thing where they
Oh, that's
basically
nice.
made all Switch releases that were part of that list of voucher eligible stuff like $10 cheaper.
Mhm.
So I bought games at Walmart for a while, so I hope they bring that back just because I still don't want to buy I don't I don't want to buy digital only if a physical version exists. Like, I don't know.
You're just getting
Yeah.
less, you know?
Yeah, it's just another way. Like, either you pay more money for a physical version or you buy a digital version and they get more money that way. So, I mean, whatever.
Eh,
Oh well.
I don't care anymore. I want to get I wanted to get the special
Because you
edition of
don't
Fire.
buy Switch games anymore.
I bought Fire Emblem. I mean,
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
you're
he's got
not
that one.
wrong.
But how
But
dare you?
also,
No,
uh,
I mean, I feel the same way. Like, I don't like I'm about to pay $100 for a Switch game, but still it feels
I want
bad.
to. I wanted to get the special edition of Fire Emblem, but there's no way for me to guarantee me getting it the day of release. So I just got the digital version. So that way I don't. Yeah, and I don't want to deal with the hassle of physical games anymore. I just don't care. I'm playing most of my games on PC now, so I kind of got over that hump. So I just digital only. I'm fine. I'm good.
I don't know. Yeah, for PC, but console, I guess.
It's tough to
still
find space, I feel like, for physical
I have a
games now.
house. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have one too, and it's just
Yeah.
too much
I have a
fucking.
studio apartment. I have space. What do you? It's fine.
I bought shelves, so I yeah, I want to put stuff on it.
I have too many
But
games.
sorry,
but
is
that's all.
Spider-Man? How much space is Spider-Man taking?
A ton, to be honest with you.
No, excuse me. Sorry.
He's huge. A large cat anymore.
He's a big boy.
Big cat. He's the big dog now. But a cat. Big cat. All right. Other news stories. Sega we kind of talked about Yoko Taro. He announced the game. A bizarre
I
game.
got the story of this gacha game, though. It's a waifu gacha game, but it's being made by Yoko Taro, and
Okay.
the villain of the game is Sega. You're
Uh-huh.
playing in a post-apocalyptic future where Sega has taken over the world and Sega is evil, and you have to stop Sega with waifu incarnations of Sega arcade games. So, waifu Outrun and waifu Afterburner are gonna kill Sega. And I'm gonna download this game.
He's so
I wonder
cool.
if it's gonna come out in English.
Why is Yoko Taro so cool? Why can't I be Yoko Taro?
He's a dork.
Yeah. I was scared. I'm scared that this won't come out in English.
It
It might.
probably won't.
I don't know
Outright.
that weird Disney villain game did. So maybe this will.
Yeah, that did come out. But
It might.
they're making an anime for it also, so maybe
I guess it's a
that's why.
50-50 chance.
Yeah.
That horse racing game, girl game, still hasn't come over. So
No.
Rip.
Probably won't.
I got my Nikkei, so I'm good.
But also, there probably won't be a Sonic the Hedgehog waifu because it's all just Sega arcade games. So,
Also, this game seems a little dark at times. Like there's some interspersed cutscenes where it's like all kind of falling apart around these poor waifus. That seems
well,
like
it's Yoko Taro.
it seems like it might be a little different than what you imagine. I'm excited about it. Cool.
It's not that like JRPG on the Dreamcast or with the
Sega Gaga?
Sega Gaga. It's no Sega Gaga, I guess.
Well, I mean, maybe Sega Gaga happened in this universe and they were successful. And
Yeah,
then
maybe.
Sega turned evil. Okay, alright.
Okay. Final.
Also, I don't know why you're saying this future thing. It's all true. Sega is evil.
Yeah, that's true.
We must take it down with our waifus.
Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo are all skipping E3 2023.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, I was so
Didn't
surprised by this.
They skip the last couple E3s, basically?
Yeah, but
Pretty much.
there wasn't an E3 though last few years.
That's true.
This is the return of actual E3 or the physical anarcation or anarcation aren't words of the E3. So I figured, yeah, they would be. I figured they would be back, obviously, but apparently not. If this report is true, none of the console makers will be at E3, and that basically means that E3 is still dead. E3 is nothing.
E3's dead.
Even if they put on a show this year, it won't be anything other than probably a poorly run convention like PAX. But for
All
no
we
reason why.
want is just some press conferences. That's okay. It's okay not to have an actual event. I just want everything in a week. All the press conferences. That's all we need. We don't need to have a big event. It's okay. I just want some press conferences.
Yeah, I agree with that because it's nice to. There's something to be said about separating them all. So like, Sony will do their fucking state of play in March or April, and then Xbox will claim June, where E3 normally is, and then fucking Nintendo takes I don't know August or September. They're always way
Late,
later.
yeah.
yeah. There's something to be said about that, but it's also nice to have it like the Game Awards and then E3 are your two big like times. I don't know how developers would prefer, or if which which way developers would prefer it. Honestly, I don't know.
Developers.
Yeah,
I mean, I bet they're happy that they don't have to make it and that don't have to make demos anymore for E3.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess the main thing is they don't have to do that. But on the other thing, the managers might like the idea of, hey, we've got these two critical points in the year. We're not shipping this year, but we have these two things where we need to be ready. Where are we at? Because it's nice points for them to point to, a nice dates for them to point to, without the managers being like assholes. Like they have legitimate reasons to be like, hey, E3 and the Game Awards are obvious.
Outside reason,
are obvious things we need to get to. Without those, it's a case of like, oh, the developer knows how to do this, or we know how to code this, but we don't have an E3. Let's just wait for this to be done in September and stuff. And probably managers are real not happy about that, really.
Well, final thing. Let's talk about some death of live service games.
Oh,
Rumbleverse is dead. Here in memoriam. Everybody, bring it in. bring it. Let's focus. Here we go.
That's sad.
2023.
I'm surprised too. On the goodbye message on their website, they were like, "This might not be the last of Rumbleverse. Like, it seems like maybe they want to try and retool it and bring it out again or something. Like, maybe, but
Me and
But
Pop
yeah.
have been playing it and enjoying it, so I don't know. I like it.
Who?
Me and
Yeah.
Sean.
I still get I am so bad at Royals. I get frustrated after like 2 matches. As
That's fair.
Albinos fucking pisses me off, man. I guess the interesting thing I noted I noted from these recent closers is how I think most of them, or at least some of them, the games were still somewhat successful business wise, but it was the publisher who either had higher expectation or just like wanted something
Right.
or wanted to do something different, and they're closing it because they're not that they weren't a success, but that they for different reasons. Basically, I think like the Apex on mobile one, I think
mhm.
EA is probably closing it because of their deal with Tencent.
Right.
And I think the I don't know why I keep forgetting the name of the fighting one. The one
Rumbleverse?
just
Knockout City?
Rumverse. Well, they're probably closing it because I can never remember the name of it. But
Damn straight.
also, they're probably Epic probably it doesn't
Yeah,
want to.
Epic published it, so it
Yeah,
was.
Epic published it, and they probably like this isn't nearly as big as Fortnite. Why do we want to keep um servicing this game? So
Or maybe there's not an easy way to slot in brands or whatever, like there is
yeah,
with Fall Guys and Fortnite and Rocket
Right. They
League.
might be struggling to get those deals
Mhm.
with said brands.
but I think from what like what Mary said from the letter on the website, Iron Galaxy's website, it seemed like the game was somewhat of a success.
Yep.
And if maybe Iron Galaxy's gets a new publisher deal, or maybe they self publishes it, it might be sustainable enough for them to do it by
Mhm.
themselves.
Yeah, it's all about probably like how much profit you're making. It's like it's the company has a different idea of how much you need to make to be profitable versus
Yeah, like
which we've all learned about Giant Bomb recently about sort of that
yeah.
stuff too. So
And Marvel's Avengers, they put a shutdown date recently too.
Mhm.
That's ending in I think September technically.
Mm.
Knockout City, the Ubisoft
Which we really like.
dodgeball game,
That's
is
the one me and
gone
Sean really
now.
played quite a
That
bit
was
of
cool.
and liked that game quite a lot.
Crossfire X is getting shut down. That was only on Xbox console.
I can't talk about Crossfire X. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
wanna try
legally
it.
there
I
was
wanted
a
to
mistake
try
made.
it.
I can't talk about Crossfire X.
Back for Blood, they announced they're not going to be putting any more content into
That
that
makes
game.
sense. That game kind of lost me as well, even though I kind of want to finish it at some point with folks. But it's
Hey, you're bad at scheduling.
Hey man, I keep a weekly podcast going for how many years now? That uses all my
Oh,
schedule.
what do you mean a week? Sure.
Bi-weekly podcast now, Hey, we
Like
kept it going for a long
tri-weekly.
time.
Occasional podcast.
An occasional podcast. Hey, life has come up for all of us, so that's fine.
Wait, what is? They put Ninja Turtles in one of these games?
That looks like
Uh,
Rumbleverse.
Yeah.
Oh, huh. So they
Yeah.
did have a brand deal, but maybe that was all that they could
No.
get. So
Teenage Mutant
yeah.
Ninja Turtles.
maybe I'm guessing they did not get new players coming in with the Ninja Turtles stuff,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Uh-oh."
No, this is
So-
Knockout. This is Knockout City.
Okay, all right.
Ah, fair enough.
I mean,
But I didn't hear about this at all. Wow.
Either, yep.
I didn't.
I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, it's like everybody wants to be Fortnite, and if you don't hit that Fortnite thing, they kind of go like, "Well, you're failed," which is like, what?
Kind of.
Another thing about it is these games require servers.
Yep.
Possibly lots of servers, and that probably costs a lot of money.
And new content rolling out as
Yeah.
well too. Like, you have to add stuff to it to keep it alive.
Yeah, it's chicken and egg thing where you need the content to keep the people playing and buying the content, but you
Mhm.
need the players to do that. It all costs money, so yeah, you have to either be very successful at the start, or just like you don't pan out. There's-
You could argue that Overwatch had an ultra rocky start for the first 2 seasons as well. They are just lucky that they had the pedigree of Overwatch 1 to carry over to
Yeah.
Overwatch 2 um,
And all of the
to
content
cover it.
that was
Yeah,
still in the game, yeah.
yeah, to cover it. Yeah.
I have
Well,
noticed I have been seeing ads for Overwatch 2 now, and it's all like seasonal events. We also have One Punch Man. Or like, no, no,
Yes.
no, there's actually stuff in the game. No, no, no. Look, look, look. But not compared to Overwatch 1.
yeah,
I think their problem is, as I kind of said on one of these previous pods when I mentioned that Visual K Kiriko skin,
Yeah.
like you had no clue about it, and
Mm-hmm.
like that's an amazing skin, and there's like no advertising or no info on that. About that, like same with the season 3, there's a fun like what's her name, what's the Australian Junker Queen, she's kind of got like a kiss equivalent skin that you unlock in season 3 when you first buy season 3. You actually get 2 skins. You get a Reaper skin, which is the one that they advertise everywhere, and then you also get this Junker Queen skin, and she just looks like she's in like a kiss outfit, which is kind of cool. I like that, but like not mentioned anywhere. It's just like here's an add-on thing, and then stuff like Cassidy. I was gonna say McCree. His like Invisible Man skin is possibly the best skin he's ever had, and that's in like season 3. Like they probably needed to stop pivoting away from like here's a new character to here's skins and oh look we've got coins because now they're bringing back those coins so people who only started in Overwatch 2 can actually buy skins if they
Oh,
buy the
okay.
season pass. Yeah,
Mhm.
they're useful for old legacy skins is what they're called.
Mm-hmm.
But like yeah, because I'm pretty sure all of you had seen like quite a lot of games in a season 1 at least. Still now, like there's at least one person that just has default skins because
Yeah.
they
Yep.
do they either have the season pass skins or they have default skins for characters because they don't have season pass skins yet for those characters,
That's true.
and
All right.
the prices were insane.
Yeah, that's why they're still default because they don't. It's
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous.
And with that, let's wrap it up.
I
Anyone
need to
else
play
have
some
anything else?
demos while they're
Go play
still
some demos.
available.
I need to go get excited,
I
very
need to
hyped
bet
up.
on the Super Bowl. Oh, 2 questions.
Oh yeah.
What's your snacks?
Ooh, hot wings. Hot wings and
What
chili.
what like flavor of hot wings? Like what's the
Franks.
heat? Okay, Frank's. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your dip? What's your sauce? Everyone has a sauce side or something.
Sauce.
You got blue cheese or anything?
I have blue cheese olives.
Oh, weird. That's weird.
Yummy.
Sounds
I would
weird.
eat that. Yum.
Yeah, blue cheese olives.
Sean,
Pretty
you got
good.
anything? Nope.
no,
Fair enough.
no.
Just
We
more
had
Dr. Pepper.
our Super Bowl type meal last night for some reason. I don't know why. We had those Southwestern egg roll thingies. Like
Okay. All
I
right.
don't know.
All right.
And with nacho cheese and guacamole. It's
Ooh.
very
Great.
good. Yeah.
What else do we get? Cheesy bread.
That's
Like
right.
a
Yeah.
bite thing you can get, and then
The other question was,
something else.
if you were gonna place a bet, what would be your bet?
Patrick Mahomes under how many yards?
yards?
Passing?
Under.
It's 291 unless it won.
Under.
Think he's
Yes.
gonna throw under.
Under. Yes.
That's a very popular. Or very, Sharpie bet,
he has
yeah.
never thrown
Interesting.
over that amount in any Super Bowl, and we are the number one pass
Oh.
defense in the league.
I didn't realize that. That's fair. Yeah, but
Yeah,
they
it's a
can't
good bet.
really run much.
Yeah,
It's
they
mad
can't
to
run
do
and they
that.
can't pass because they're gonna lose this fucking
They're
game.
gonna throw right down the middle.
Okay.
They're gonna go
constantly.
get burned, the motherfucker. Hassan Reddick is gonna eat him alive.
It's interesting. Go short.
Yeah. I think the under is a good bet too. I think it's like 51 or 50, 52. The under is a good bet.
And then Travis Kelce over how many whatever touchdowns catches.
Yes.
80 yards. That doesn't make sense. How's Kelsey gonna get 80 yards, but like Mahomes getting under?
Well, there's
290?
no other wide receivers. It's gonna be all
Yeah.
Kelce all
Yeah.
day, and like Pacheco, but we're
Yeah.
pretty good at run to stopping as well. So.
I think the players they're gonna throw to Pacheco. a lot.
Listen, I usually don't
Kitty,
get
kitty
very.
cat.
He was like, no, no.
Yeah, a lot of check. Yeah, Mahomes gonna do a bunch of check downs. Just like
Yeah.
short passes.
That's how you beat the Eagles.
Short passes, put it in the hands of somebody, try to get upfield, but he's gonna have a hard game, man. It's gonna be. Listen, usually I'm not like,
think
oh,
it
we're
is.
gonna win, but
It is
yawn.
Mahomes.
it is Patty. So who knows? He could beat us. I mean, I'm actually super concerned, so I'm not. I'm trying to be more positive. I
glad
just want
it's these
Jalen to
two
go out there and
teams.
kill it. I just want Jalen to come out there and kill it.
These
That's
two
all
teams were the best two teams this year. It's nice that it's these two teams, let's say, and it's
Yeah.
going to be a good game.
We have the
I would
best
have
Kelsey.
preferred the 49ers, but the 49ers had like quite literally someone walking down the street leading them as a QB, and then they got injured. So someone else worse than
Yeah.
the guy walking down the street had to play QB for them.
I mean, we killed both of their quarterbacks in like the first half. Like it was bad. But hey, maybe don't try to block the number one pass rusher in the league with a backup tight end. You know, maybe just I'm just telling you what to do. But I'm not your mom. But...
The Puppy Bowl is going to be on HBO Max. I can actually watch the Puppy Bowl.
Oh, okay. I thought you were locked out
Okay.
in some way.
No,
wait. Oh, you were
normally
gonna
it's
just,
like
like, get a
an
bootleg
Animal
stream.
Planet Discovery.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've had to bootleg it like the last few
Ah.
times, but I have HBO Max, so I won't bootleg it for
All
once.
right.
Excellent.
Also, final thing, you guys watching that Last of Us TV show? We
Not
haven't
yet.
talked about it,
Eventually.
My
but it's pretty
mom,
good.
my mom talked to me and
Great.
she's like, "Have you played Last of Us before, Mary?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, I'm watching the new TV show." And she's like,
Sad.
"I could tell it was a video game." And I was like, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah, just the way that guy had booby traps in his house, like that's not something you would do unless it was a video game."
Right.
And I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay."
Listen, that was a beautiful moment. Episode 3 is
I
probably one
haven't
of the
watched
best.
any of it yet, but
Very
yeah,
good.
my mom is more up to date than me. So
That's
there you
fun.
go.
Listen, they have the best.
But she
Yeah.
loves it.
It's very
And-
good. You should watch
And
it.
she's
Check-
actually interested in the game now too. Even though she would never play it, but she would totally like watch me play it now.
Listen, the first Last of Us games, I think pretty good. The second one, I have more mixed feelings on, but the first
I haven't
one
played
is
the
very.
second one. I played the first one on PS4.
I never played the second one. I played the first one. The second one, I watched someone play, and I was like, story-wise, I was not feeling it. So, with that, thank you. We're gonna wrap up, folks. This has been
Miles Sanders over on his rushing yards.
Oh, what's
Over.
the
It
thing?
keeps getting bet up. It's probably like in like the 70s now. It is.
AJ Brown over touchdown. kick.
No.
Let's go. He a bad man. He's gonna do some work. All right, thank you. Let's wrap it up. We appreciate you. This has been Ramsar Baghdad for the 12th of
61.5.
February of 2023. Stop interrupting me. RamsarBaghdad.com. Is it .moe? Look for us to do a, I guess, mock fantasy draft.
Yeah,
Thing coming
I'll
up.
have to look up how to do this.
It's
Yeah.
a name rapper.
Might do it next weekend or something like that, and then take an extra week off or something.
It can
Who
be
knows?
done on
We'll
a
see.
phone as well, Mary, if that helps.
Okay.
Yep.
I can do that.
And with that, have a good night. I've been Albie, the host. That's been Sean, DJ, and Mary. Hopefully that looks
Hello.
right on the stream.
I don't know.
Have a great night. We'll see you next week, baby. Goodbye.
Oh, blinded.
Blinded by...
Revved up like a goose, another runner in the night. It's an amazing song. I love that
It
song.
is. It is a good song.